Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully, everyone is on time. I know I am, which is important. But nevertheless, sorry about that. I just walked in the door. But yeah, it is what it is. I've been running around since 3 o'clock in the morning. So, what's that, 7 hours? All right, it's not that bad. Anyway, we are starting our new campaign today. Today is session 0, which is good. That means because there's a lot of work and prep to do. But let's see who we got here that's going to join us. It's pretty nice. We got ourselves Amy. Hi, Amy. How you doing?
Oh, dang it. Picking up a new game apparently, so this is kind of exciting.
Yeah, no, it is. We're starting Iron Pass, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We also got ourselves a GOP. Hello, GOP.
Hey there. How you doing?
Oh, there we go. It took a while.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
said hey there. I said hey there, but
You
for some
did.
reason must not have picked up.
You did. It's okay. I was just expecting it a little sooner, the pickup, but that's all right. Uh,
Well,
so
I'm
uh,
kind of slow, so if you haven't
we
noticed.
are slow today. It is what's going
I
on.
don't.
I see I have a
Oh,
gunpowder milkshake, which I don't know how I feel
Hasn't
about
been
that.
on for a while. How
No,
do
you
you feel
haven't.
about
How you
that?
doing?
I'm doing all right.
That's
How
good.
about yourself?
Have you ever had gunpowder in your milkshake?
Hmm.
that'd be
No,
pretty
maybe not.
spicy.
Not maybe. Yeah, maybe not literal.
I might have in a way, because I do
Oh?
deliver dynamite. So I'd imagine there is
Hmm.
Hmm.
residuals, and I have had milkshakes.
Hmm.
Well, then, they're both ingredients are right there.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Oh, although it's not really these days. It
No?
ain't really gunpowder.
No.
It's all plastic, isn't it? Oh, oh well.
Oh, plastic milkshake. That doesn't sound as
No, that
good.
doesn't sound good. You're right. You're
Nope.
right. Of course, we also have the Puffin. Hello, the Puffin.
You're muted, Puffin.
It's okay. He'll
Uh
get it.
oh.
Don't be
Oh,
pooping.
Have
he's
to
gone.
Dun
unmute
dun
there, buddy.
dun.
There's a
The
little
dog.
little mute
He's
button. You
using the
gotta push
bathroom.
it.
No, I don't know.
And just keep in
Remember,
mind
he took the puppy
that's your
for.
cleric. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, we also have Lady. How you doing, Lady?
Good evening and good morning, everybody in the
Oh,
universe.
so nice and sweet.
Wow.
Now, let me go ahead and bring it up real quick so we can look at it because we're going to make sure everybody's character is in good shape and for any of the things we go forward with that. So I brought it up right here. You guys take a look and let me bring it up for everybody to see in the big way for the front version. Let me go over to the our YouTube page here and hit that like and share. Hopefully, you guys will do the same.
Already
Uh,
did
Do
it.
you ever play about that?
Alrighty. Let's see. Is it? Oh, it is working. Good. All right. Good. I never usually check that. I probably should check it every day, shouldn't I?
You
I just
should.
assume. Yeah. Assumption is the best way to go, really. Uh,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah. So let me see. Let's bring this up and then let's bring this up here. All right. I got it. Good. Now we are playing in Iron Pass. This is a brand new 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons we're doing. We've played that on the show before. We do try to do lots of different types of role playing games, but we are going back because everyone was kind of jonesing for it, I think. And it's always fun to go back to the classic. To mother's arms as it is even the state of it these days. But this is the overall region we're looking at here, and of course, this is the actual town. Almost city, I'd say. There are nearly 2,000 people live here permanently, and there's
Ooh.
usually around 3,000 total because there's a lot of people moving through as well. But as you see, this is Iron Pass. And it is a pretty standard. I don't know what worlds we're in, but we're in the Altarian Empire, so it doesn't really matter. And basically, the story for this, everybody, which I'll go through again. If you look at this bigger map here, regional map, on the western side here, we have this big mountain range called the Iron Mountains, of course, as
Sure.
you do. right?
Mhm.
And they were pretty imposing, and no one had ever found a pass over it. Now, some people, of course, explore, and it's not like they had no one's ever been here before. But not having a pass means you can't have industry, you can't have you can't have any kind of town or city of any kind connected to the empire. But a gentleman by the name of Cade, uh, about 32 years ago, actually did find a pass, although it was kind of small, and they spent a couple of years blasting, open the cave tunnel and basically creating a very nice pass into the this valley here. And of course, they ran into a bunch of high elves who were living up in the north, called the Thysian Elves, or the Thysian Kingdom. But
Mm.
nevertheless, a lot of people started coming in because this is a new area, and your characters are all the descendants of the people who came and set up uh, the trade town that has built that is called simply Iron Pass. Now,
Mm.
GOP has already made his character. So, GOP, have you found any kind of art or anything to represent yourself, sir?
I kind of did it last second, but I will give you some art for my character. It probably won't be the final thing, but it's just a placeholder for now. So
Boy, that sounds
I mean,
scary.
no, it's the best I could do on like really short notice. So hopefully this will let me just download this. There we go.
Okay.
I'll give me 1 minute with this. All right, so I'm gonna bring it over here.
All right, I'm waiting.
I know. I'm sorry. You guys,
Okay.
you
He's
can skip
usually on
ahead
top of
for a
these
second if
things.
you want, but yeah, let me.
Put you on the
No,
spot.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna
Okay,
let you
fair
hang in
enough.
there.
Fair enough.
So, you know.
Let me see if I can find it. All right, let me open that. Here's a. This is just because I've only done a few generations. This is what he looks like for now. He doesn't have that long of hair, but okay.
Oh no. All right. Yep. Still waiting.
It's I sent it to you in your DM.
Oh, you
So
sent it to me special even.
Oh,
Oh
well, I
my
can send it.
it's a
goodness.
special
He just.
picture.
Well, no, he is special.
I am very special. I can
Not
really in
really.
general
How I
too.
sure
In
how I'm
in
supposed to
the
put that? Let me.
I don't know, in the Ed kind of
You can
way.
put it whatever way you want.
Well, you'll see what I mean. Hold on a second here. Let's bring it up and
That's a stand-in for now. I'll figure something else. But he basically is gonna look very similar to that.
okay. Let me switch over to this. I don't have any of this set up, so I'll switch over real quick so you guys. Let me see here. Here you go. This is
And
what we got. This is no
what?
what
All
no.
right.
He's human.
Well, he should have
Is that who you
half elf
identify with?
ears, but
Yeah, that's a good. Thank you. Who does he
he's half
identify with?
elf.
Is the question. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Um.
half elf, but it
Oh,
Oh
just
that's
doesn't
yeah,
half
show.
all
elf. All right, so that makes him special already. And
Hmm.
who is he connected to in our town here?
He is the illegitimate son of the Baron.
Oh, that's right. We already mentioned that. We went through that.
Yep.
And he is estranged because Mama Baron doesn't like it. So I'll have to integrate this image in later. Let me go ahead and bring it back up to where I can show you all the stuff I've already got prepared.
And his mother used to be a prostitute, but she
Right.
after
Which we don't have her yet, do we?
no, I don't have her yet. I will get all that to you by the latest next week. So
No, that's
I'm sorry.
okay. No problems. Let me go ahead and bring this back up. So we do have his dad. This is his dad, so you guys can take a look at. This is the Baron. His name is Therodon Sewell. He's been here for 26 years, a little almost 27. This guy is legitimate Baron of Iron Pass. He's not corrupt. He's not, just this, noisy noble. He takes his job quite seriously and he wants to succeed. The people of the town have no problem whatsoever with Therodon. His children, on the other hand, well, that's a different
Mm,
conversation. But he seems to be, as far as the people, and even for you, GOP, of
Mhm.
course, living in his presence quite a bit. He seems to be a really good guy. His wife doesn't like it, obviously, but her main problem is she hates being here. The
mm,
emperor assigned her husband here, 26 years ago, which he took as a great an honorable thing, and he's taking it very seriously. She hates being in this podunk area. She can't stand it, right? So she and her very noisy daughter, Carmela, they often will travel back west. And to be in the cities for
mm,
shopping and all the kind of socialiting that they really love. They can't stand it being here, and of course that means she's left him, the Baron himself, alone for quite a while, for since the beginning, really. So, he found love in other places.
right.
And GOP is the result.
Mhm.
And you're right. I'm not sure who he identifies with, but it is what it is. This is
A
the
tighter
son,
shirt.
Lord Vintian, and he's a greedy bastard. As far as that's what the people of town think. So who was speaking?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Oh, okay. So all right, that's GOP. Now, GOP, you are not living
Does
here.
Lord?
Yes, Amy?
Not anymore.
Oh, I was just wondering. So, Lady Camille travels with her mom back to the city a lot over the mountain pass.
They do.
Does Lord Vintian live in the city back home, back where they came from too, or does he
No,
spend
he
more
stays
time in this
here.
area?
Yeah, no, the son, right? Lord
Mm,
Vintian. No, he stays here. He doesn't go back at all. He doesn't have that same issue that his mother and sister have. He just wants to
right.
be rich, and he irritates his father a lot because of his scheming. Um, uh,
Ah, he'd much rather be a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and you got to keep in mind, like I said, there's nearly 2,000 permanent residents in town now. It's grown, right? But there's a good 1,000 people moving through at any given time. Traders, explorers, people from the Thysian kingdom to the north who are trading, or
Mm,
people from the Western Empire, what have you. So there's a lot of money to be made here, and he seems to be doing pretty well at it. He just his father wants to create a legacy. Uh,
mm,
Vintian only seems to care about himself. This is the opinions of the town folk, which you are,
mm,
right? So we don't necessarily know all the truth. GOP's character would probably know more,
a
but
little more.
yeah, a little bit more. Now, he doesn't. Therefore, GOP's character can't live there, especially when mom and sister are about. So he actually stays over in an area where his mother comes from. Now, his mother was came over with the Wonderland brothel, Madame Kitari, and her partner, Hinny and she's a tiefling and such, but they run just kind of straight up, uh, uh, you know,
Mm,
tavern, bar, brothel type of thing. They're from the empire, the western part, the cities, and they saw an opportunity. They came over 25 years ago, or 26 years ago, and her mother works for Madame Kitari, and therefore Madame Kitari is very happy to. You said your mom's still alive, right?
No, she is still alive, so
Okay.
there's actually a backstory thing because I'm only here because of what I did to keep my mother alive. So before I was
That's right.
living with the
That's right.
servants
That's
in
right.
the servants' quarters.
That's right. But
Um,
but you've moved out, and
I was
uh,
kicked out
Kicked out.
because of what I did. But yeah,
you were kid. That's right. And behind Wonderland, there's two big buildings. Is the big tavern brothel, and then straight up legitimate bathhouse. Behind that, there's a whole bunch of like cabins where all the ladies and people work, and he's been given one of those cabins. So, uh, but the important part is that your character GOP is not only connected to the Baron, which it's not necessarily always easy to get to him, but you do have his ear. But you're also
Mhm.
connected to Wonderland itself. So, this is in essence a larger extended family for you. Um,
Mhm.
now, tell everybody what your character is and what a bad boy you have been.
So my character's name, let me pull up all my information, is Torador, or I'm sorry, Terador, Devtrill. And he is a half-elf warlock. Um, and essentially, so he grew up essentially the illegitimate son of the Baron, as we already discussed. Um, we've already discussed that my stepmother despises me, and I was basically living somewhere between like a family member and a servant. So I was treated more like a ward, almost. Would you say? Like that sounds a bit more accurate. Um,
If you like, sure.
and well, just kind of like his treatment in the household. Like he wasn't really expected to do servants' chores, but he did. He did go out and oftentimes with the servants, and whenever they were going out into town to buy stuff. So he's very friendly. He knows everyone in town. Um, and eventually, at one point, just to shorten things up, he his mother became very sick, and they couldn't really cure her. There was some sort of magical effect, and he was basically she was about to die, and the my character was visited by a devil, and the
Dun, dun, dun,
devil
dun.
offered to save my mother's life and give me incredible powers to boot, but I would have to sell my soul.
Oh no, old
So
Stitch.
my character, he doesn't want to make deals with devils, but he's gonna save his mother. So he took the deal, but he was secretive about it. So he didn't want his family to know what he did, and he also doesn't want his mother to know why he took the deal, because he doesn't want her to feel guilty. So he was practicing his powers one day, and his sister caught him doing it, and he was kind of basically dragged in front of the Lord, and he refused to say why he did it. Um, but basically, like, he admitted to doing it. Like, he admitted to basically becoming a warlock, and I would think that the Baron would put two and two together. That, like,
Yeah.
oh, my mother is healed, and now I have these warlock powers. But still, like, my pride and not wanting my mother to know, I don't tell anyone. So nobody
Yeah.
knows why I became a warlock. So everyone's kind of speculating in the town as to why.
Right.
Um,
Well, the rumor has leaked into the town, of course.
yeah, that I
It
am,
didn't
but they don't know
officially
why.
leave the court. Now, keep in mind, within the empire itself, which you guys are part of. Now, the empire is at war right now, which this empire usually is pretty copacetic, but there is a war going on. But it has nothing to do with you. It's so far away. I mean, it's literally as if we live in Bermuda and the capital is in California. That it's like that, right? It's so far
Hmm.
away. You guys, of course, went to school together, so you've studied, but you don't really. It isn't your life. The empire is not your life. But this is the rumor going around, and it concerns everybody here because this is kind of newer information that's coming through, and you're all worried. And that's where we're starting out today. You guys are all sitting in your favorite spot, which is Dolden's Tavern. Now, you guys have all kind of gotten of age, so you can actually indulge in the spirits if you wish. But this is a tavern. The food here is pretty good. And you guys have been hanging out and coming and eating here for quite a while. And the reason why you're all together is because you're all part of the same school. You grew up, and it's required in the kingdom that you have 6 years of education. and you guys all went to school together. Now, for the past several years, everyone's been focusing on their apprenticeships, whatever they may be. But you guys keep in contact, and you're a group of friends, and this is your hangout. So everybody is here
Mm.
today, waiting for Potato. That's what you guys call him, Tater. Just so you know,
I'm Tato.
he's
Potato
Tater.
time.
Um,
Potato.
Yeah.
waiting for Potato to come in, and there's a story why he's called Potato. But nevertheless, and everyone is speculating, and some of you might be angry, some of you might be worried. You all know about his mom, obviously, right?
Sure.
So that's the situation. We're waiting for him to show up. So whilst we do that, let's take a look at the other people we have now. Puffin,
Hello.
your character. I don't have a picture for you. Yeah, I do have a picture for you, don't I?
Yeah, I gave you a picture. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I do. You did give it to me. Let me go ahead and bring it up
Yeah,
here. I
I'm a
didn't
good
add it
puppet, a good
to
boy
the
all the time.
I didn't add it to the general stuff. But anyway, go ahead and tell people about your character.
All right, so let's see. My character is known as Roland Fairywind, son of Jericho Fairywind. I am a elf. He is a young elf at the ripe age of 32, and I am a. My parents were one was high elf, one was a wood elf, not the crazy kind. So I took after my father, me wood elf. I have a half sister, which is a half elf, which means somewhere along the line,
Hmm.
either dad, who was out in the woods, uh, did something which is highly improbable. So mom was less than faithful. So my character became a cleric of one of the war gods and is kind of on a mission of revenge to avenge his father's honor.
Yes. So this is his mom. We have here now. His mom is Jindy Fairywind, and she was chosen by the Thysian kingdom. Like I said, there is a elven kingdom to the north. I'll get a little bit more into that in a minute. But
Hmm.
and she was sent as a diplomat to all these humans that were flowing through this hole they blew in the mountains, right? And she has been diplomatic tied to this town ever since, and she actually set up her own. She's not doing that anymore technically, but she set up her own general goods store. His father has become quite profitable, dealing with explorers coming in, going to Cade's ruins and beyond, as a guide and tracker. That of course also means that Dad's away a lot. And
Mhm.
yeah, Mama got up to something.
Yup.
We don't know who the daddy is, do we?
No. That's why I got multiple stabbing instruments from a longsword to a glaive.
That's right. So he's angry at Mom. So he has mommy issues.
Yeah. That's probably why I'm probably GOP's character's roommate because I don't want to live at home.
Maybe. That's or you could have found your own place, but maybe you're at the. Well, now you wouldn't be there. You're right. Maybe
I've
well,
just got my
your
own place
buddies.
somewhere.
Well, you are.
He's my best friend in the game.
Oh, is he?
That's
Okay. Well, you
Aw.
yeah.
guys are all friends. You're all classmates, and there are more students than just you, of
Mhm.
course. But you guys you're the Goonies. You're Goonies.
Hmm.
That's what you are.
Oh, and I
Goonies
didn't
never
mention
say die.
I didn't mention that my character's only 16, by the way. Just
Yeah, you guys are all young. You're all young.
yeah.
Now,
Do the truffle
um,
shuffle.
the classroom is because when you were younger and it started, the population was much smaller than it is now, right? It's been growing crazy during your life. This town has become a thing, and so it's kind of Little House on the Prairie type of situation. There's kids in the same room of different ages, but you all grew up together. I had a site which I don't need because I have plenty of players now. But you also have Rathy Storm, who's a Dragonborn girl who is sitting here with you as well. But she's an NPC. That's what she looks like. All right, so we have GOP. He's connected to the Baron, and there's drama there. We have the elf, which I showed a minute ago, for Puffin, and he's got his own drama because he's still young. How old are you?
To me, 32.
What? Oh yeah, well you're an elf. That's super young.
Yeah.
And are you elf or half elf?
Full elf.
Full elf.
My
So okay,
sister
so
is a half
all
elf.
right, well, mama. Okay, mama's definitely kept in the family, as it were. But he's too young to understand that things happen. You
People
know,
get charmed.
it happens. And maybe mommy isn't as evil as he thinks. But right now he's trying to figure out a way to murder his mother, I guess. So
No.
It wasn't his
And
mother. Whoever was the man who he
Perpetrated.
cheated with. Yeah, he's not trying to kill his mom.
are you sure?
no,
That's what it sounded like to
Oh,
me.
I
Puffin,
mean,
are you
yeah,
trying to kill your mother?
no. I
No.
mean, I'm trying to kill him, but if I get more XP, then let's do
All right.
Hey.
So alrighty then. So
Where's his stepfather in this?
we got drama going on. So all right. And of course then we also have Lady. Now Lady is playing a gnome, correct? Lady,
Correct.
are
Can you
you
not
okay?
hear me?
I can't.
Yeah, we
I
hear
Yeah.
you
can hear
now.
you
This
now.
is
Okay.
this is the name of my character. This is the
Oh,
voice of my character.
oh no.
Oh, okay.
Goodness gracious.
Hi,
Now
I'm Bria Timbers. I'm 16 human years or 33 gnome years old.
now that you're
I love
that's
it.
not your family name. That's not your family name.
Timbers? Oh, it's
No,
not. Oh,
no,
that's
you
right.
You're a Stinglepot.
yeah,
My
single
yeah.
pot.
Yeah.
Dinglepot
You said
stories
finger
where
pie?
my father runs.
Yes. So Lady's character once again, what's her Bria, you said?
Brina.
Brina.
Brena.
All right, so you're gonna have to give me a picture for her. But
I did send it.
oh goodness, here we go again. I'll go look for it, see if I can find it. Let's see here.
Message. Private message.
Oh goodness gracious.
What?
No, all right, fine, sure, there it is. I'm showing you guys can look on the YouTube stream to see it. I don't want to keep jumping back and forth. She is rightfully
goodness.
cute though, lady. Is super cute, as a gnome should be. To be fair, right? Although it looks like she'd be more closely related to Radagast than actually uh, Fezwin here. But she's no. Lady's character doesn't have any drama. Her father is Fezwin Stinglepot, and she is one of how many kids now?
I sent
Lady,
pictures. 8. I sent
8.
you pictures.
I
You
have.
told me find
Of
pictures.
all the kids, that's
Oh
a
goodness
About
gracious.
All the kids and mama.
Oh goodness. I did. I saw one. I just grabbed the last
It's
picture.
like a web page. It's like a web page I sent you.
Oh,
Put
okay.
it on the page.
I'll have to dig that. I thought it was something else. All right, I'll go do that later. But nevertheless, so there's no drama here. But Daddy, they're all gnomes, right? Her mommy is faithful, and they're happy family. Now, Papa Fezwin, though, he's profited maybe more than anybody in town. They've been here since the beginning. Lady, I don't know if I had made the decision, but you guys are not from the Thysian Empire. You're from the actual Altarian Empire, not Empire, Kingdom. You're from the Altarian Empire to the west, and Dad saw an opportunity, came in, right? So, and
I
he's
don't
made,
remember that part.
yeah, I think I had laid that out because I didn't want you to be part of the Thysian Empire.
Okay.
But anyway, Dad has been very successful. And when you have these kind of boom towns, kind of like in 1849 in America, the gold rush, right? The people who really make money are the ones who sell the gear or buy stuff. They're the ones who
Mhm.
make all the money. And he is buying various magical artifacts and all kind of things that explorers and adventurers come in and sell to try to make their money and their opportunities. And Fezwin here has profited very well from it. He's super happy, friendly dude. And so is his daughter. What's her name again?
Brina?
Say it.
Brina.
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 Brina. I'll have to go and create imagery and put you guys all in a front part of the presentation here. So Brina is sitting with Puffin's character, which is what is your character's name again?
My character's name is. Bring him up. He is Roland.
Roland. Okay, it's the most elven name ever. Perfect.
Don't you mean
Uh,
Gaelic? But okay.
well,
Or
no,
Viking.
that's okay. Roland, his he's a perfect elf name. You guys sitting in
Right.
the tavern as well, waiting for Potato to show up, Tater, and to find out what's going on with your friend. Right now, of course, we also have Blue, who I already showed her. But that means we have other characters. So let's see here. Who we got? We got Amy, and we have Gunpowder Milkshake. Now, um,
You can call me Danny, but that's fine.
thank you, Danny. Okay.
hmm
Well, I'll try to remember the name of your character and refer that way, but I'm horrible with names.
Well, I
Um,
have a character name though
oh,
too,
you do.
so that's just I didn't. Yeah.
So GOP helped you to create one. Great.
Yes.
So tell me what I got. What I got.
Okay. Barbarian, half orc
Okay.
soldier. Her
Okay.
name is going to be Samara.
Okay. Samara. Samara. All right.
Samara.
And
Samara,
That
like
was
SH.
you're a
Shamara.
half orc, right?
Correct.
Okay. GOP, were you trying to set her up to? She's the daughter of your schoolmaster.
She could be. We didn't really
Perfect.
discuss her background, but that would actually work.
Okay. I haven't got all that set in, but one of your teacher, you can choose anything you like, Danny, actually. But
hmm
there is there is a half orc in town, and that she is one of the teachers at their school. That they all know her. It's one of their teachers. They
Okay.
had a couple of teachers that they know really well. One is the excuse me, the half orc, and that could be your mother, or you could choose someone else if you like. And Another person we haven't shown here today that is. Oh, let me bring it up again real quick. This is Julie Potts. She was kind of like an health, alchemy type of teacher you guys had, chemistry, those kind of things like that. She works with Wingwam mainly, but she also helps teach at the school. So Julia, and of course another classmate who is sitting here, even though she's usually quite busy, is Sindiri. Sindiri has her own smithy, so she's pretty busy. She's probably the busiest of all of you. She's trying to build her own business here. But she is sitting here as well to figure out what's going on with their friend Potato, Tater. So
hmm
now, what kind of class are you going to play, Danny?
All right. Let's see what we have on here. Me and him are trying to come up with some stuff. So,
Hmm.
She is a
well,
barbarian.
Oh, barbarian.
yeah, it's just barbarian, half orc soldier, and then yeah, I have a bunch of stuff. We did like 3 pages and wrote it all out and everything. So,
Now, are you playing a female or a male?
female Shamara, sorry, Shamara.
Shamara. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you were the tomboy in school, and you like the rough and tumble. You love PE or recess.
hmm
That was your favorite class. And you during your because everyone's been working on apprenticeships here for the past so many years, right? After school stopped, and of course you keep in contact with your friends here at Dolden's Tavern. But you've also been basically attaching yourselves to caravans and stuff, going into the wild, and you've been kind of learning your trade. You're basically
hmm
a woodswoman. That's how the barbarian would work out here for you. So, all right, cool. So we know what you've been doing. Very nice. Amy, did you work on something? Or you have an idea, or?
Yeah, I just kind of have been building this up as I go. I was kind of thinking my character would be like an elven paladin, and she would be
Okay.
from the woods to the north. Um, and I was thinking she might be accompanying her sister to the school there. And can my sister join?
Of course,
Can
you can
Melissa play
join. Yeah,
too?
no problem. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
okay. So then, Honey wants to play too? Sure. All right. So I guess it'll be us two.
All right. So,
Um,
you can be originally like Puffin's character from the Thizine Kingdom, but you did grow up in town though. And
she
being a
up
paladin is
until.
not a problem at all.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So could hmm. So my character has to be very young. She can't be like the older
no,
sister
everyone's
and
young,
okay.
super young.
So everybody here is from this town,
Yeah,
and they
you are
haven't gone venturing
Goonies.
off
You
to
are the
other places.
Goonies.
We are the
The Goonies.
Goonies.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Fun. All right. So maybe either a short elf or a tall hobbit.
Well, you could be a half elf
Ah,
if
there
that
you
helps
go.
your storytelling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be sisters of Sindiri here because she's a half
Who?
elf. You could do that, or you
Oh,
could be her sister, just simple actual elves.
yeah.
But we could connect you to Sindiri here if you'd like.
Oh, and Sindiri is.
An
She's one of the
NPC.
classmates, and
Oh,
she's an NPC. But
ah,
her dream is to start her own smithy, and she has done so. There now she's got a
cool.
lot of competition, but that's what she's doing. Although she's sitting here with you right now, the whole Goonie group is here. So
Neat. You were thinking of maybe being
Artificer?
an artificer, so maybe we're
that's
kind of
perfect.
in like a bit of a group. So she's there helping her, and she's a fellow. She's kind of, okay, I'm going to hang out with the elf, So I think
Well,
everyone's
there you
kind of
go.
on her a little bit there, so she can be like, okay, let's. I guess she's there. What for the armor? I'm here for the armor.
Well,
Um,
no, it makes
and
sense. You're all, part of the family, and the maybe the main family is in the kingdom to the north. You guys grew
mm,
up down here with mom. Maybe she was attached to Fairywind in her diplomatic efforts, and you guys just grew up here. But you have
yeah,
connection. Your whole family are artificers and blacksmiths and stuff like that. Is what your family does.
yeah,
And
I mean
Sindiri's
that's
your
like
there's three siblings. You two and Sindiri.
hmm, that's quite a crew.
Yeah,
I don't
three
know.
daughters. Poor dad kept trying. Elves usually only have a couple, but dad kept wanting a son, didn't get one.
He just got a bunch of little girls, which is
He did,
which is
and
something.
you know, and maybe mom was up to something too because Sindiri is half elf. Although I could just make her elf. I mean, she's an NPC.
Hmm.
But all right, cool. So we know what you two are going to be. We have a paladin, and we have an artificer. Now, the paladin wise, because you did grow up here in Iron Pass, so a lot of your influences are with that. Now, you could go with the Elven pantheon if you'd like, no problem. As far as the religions of the kingdom, now excuse me, the Empire. The kingdom to the north is a high elf kingdom, and it is what it is. And of course, you probably would be a paladin of Corellon. But as far as the kingdom is concerned, there are the thousand gods they call it. It's actually more than that, but that's just kind of the general terminology. And the empire is completely open to people worshiping as they like, and there's no restrictions in that regard. Even being a warlock is not illegal, technically,
Hmm.
right?
Just frowned upon.
Of course, it would be frowned upon, especially depending on who you make a pact with. However, what the empire has is what they call just simply a god's hall, and inside the god's hall there will be representations of lots and lots of gods. That's just how they handle it, right? So you could either choose to be a paladin of the elven pantheon, or you could simply be attached to God's Hall here, and therefore you would have some connection to Father Kent and Lady Sharel, who run it for the Empire. So which
Hmm.
would you as a paladin, you have to make a choice.
I think I'd like to learn a little bit more about that first. That seems like that would be a lot to, because doesn't that affect their power sets and their spells and a lot of things?
Not really, no. No,
Really?
the
Oh,
cleric it would, but the paladin no.
oh, well,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. And
Um,
besides, the God's Hall probably has a representation of Corellon as well. It's just
Oh,
who do you want to be affiliated with your palindry? Would you rather be connected to the elves, Elven Kingdom to the north, or the Greater Empire? That's really the only choice you have. Yeah,
ah, um, whoop, I,
you can think about it.
mm,
It's not that
yeah,
important.
okay. It's
Um,
not that important. Well, I mean, yeah, if we end up, going someplace and doing something with that, then it would probably be good to
well,
know. Okay,
the the
hmm,
real reason why I ask and I need to know
hmm,
is because
oh,
it's really a question of where do your loyalties lie, right? Because if you are a paladin of one of the elven pantheon, then your your loyalties would be with the elves, and in this case, the
hmm,
Thisians to the north, right? If you're
hmm,
with God's Hall, which you could still worship an elven god if you wished, your loyalty is with the Empire. So
hmm,
it's kind of where is your loyalties? That's kind of an important character point, right?
mm.
Thank you, lady.
So, who, in your mind, in the story, who do you think would be the most virtuous, the Elven Kingdom or this empire that's just come in?
I
That's
mean,
right. Yeah.
I don't really know anything about this world. I
No.
assume that she does.
So just chill on it
So,
and you make a decision later.
yeah.
It's okay. Um,
Okay.
and honey, you're going to play an artificer, which is fine. Like I said, there are a lot of blacksmiths here in this town because for obvious reasons. There's so many explorers and adventurers coming through that it's one of the things you need. The biggest business here is blacksmiths, taverns, hotels, inns, right? And goods sellers, general goods, magic buyers, everything you need for equipping an explorer unit. And a lot of that's going on because there's a rush coming from the Western Kingdom. Now, like I said, with all your characters, you guys grew up here in this town. You all went to school together. You're all friends. And although you certainly studied about the empire and its, over 1,000 years of history, et cetera, et cetera. Matter of fact, about the same time that the empire was forming is when the Thisian elves came into this valley here, right? It's a similar time frame. The small kingdom to the north. But you guys do learn some of the history, but it's really distant. The empire is not your life. It's not you guys live in this little town, and your whole life you have seen all kinds of adventurers and explorers come through, and every year there was more and more people to the point that this place is bustling. There are buildings everywhere. You see all the backgrounds I have. It's not a city yet, but boy, it's getting close, right? In a short time. And you, of course, there are many kids came later. There's a lot of children running around here, people trying to um, m- make a new life for themselves with the opportunity that's
Yeah.
going on with the opening of Iron Pass. And you guys became a tight little group of about, 8 to 10 kids. That you guys are, you're a tight unit and you've stayed very close, even though everyone is in their apprenticeships. You're sitting in Dolden's Tavern, and you're up in the top floor where you guys usually hang out. You know
Hello.
Corden Dolden, the owner, really well. He's a nice, jolly fellow. He's married and he has 7 kids of his own. Um,
Oh,
so they're all a little bit younger than you, though. But
A wild Bill appears.
and a
It's
wild
Bill.
Bill appears. Hey, Bill,
Hi.
how you
Is it
doing? You
too
going to
late to
join
join
us?
this group? Yeah, is there you got enough too many players? You got a lot of players.
Oh, I'm good, dude. You know I'm
We got
good.
a couple newbies, so
Okay.
to
All
help
right,
with
have
you.
fun with
Yeah.
it.
Hello.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'll just catch up, I guess.
Oh, no,
Hello.
no problem.
I'm
We're
mostly a
just
newbie.
we're playing fifth edition, dude. So just make a fifth edition character, and I'll attach you to one of the people in town. Maybe you could be the oldest kid of Corden here, or whatever. But yeah, just make
Yeah.
a fifth edition character. We have a cleric already. We have what do we got here? Go down the line again. GOP, what are
I
you
will.
playing?
Yes, I've got all the characters here.
Oh, you
So
do. Good.
I am playing a warlock. Puffin is playing a cleric. Lady is playing. So we've got a warlock, a cleric, a druid, a barbarian, We don't have a sorcerer of it. Well, we would if we didn't have enough players, but we don't need it. So, a paladin and an artificer.
Yeah, that's what we got. So
And then
maybe a
one
rogue or
NPC that's a. I don't know what she is.
Well, no, she's. We were
yeah,
only
she's
going to
not
use
gonna come with
her.
you. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
just a
if we didn't have enough players, but clearly, I
We
think
have
it's safe
plenty.
to say we have enough players now.
Yeah, she's
So.
just part of the friend group. Although she has been studying magic at, she's been of course, she has internal magic, but still she needs training, and she's been attending Wigwam's Magical Arts School with
Ooh.
Wigwam Glitterwind, and of course, your one of your school teachers when you guys were young, Julia Potts. That's where Blue has been doing her thing, but she's just an NPC. She's not going to be with us. So there, you know what we could use a rogue. We could use a straight up
Yep.
warrior.
Okay.
One of
Yeah.
those.
I'll do.
We don't have a wizard?
Well, you have a cleric, a warlock, and a druid,
We do.
Well, there's a lot of magic, so yeah, I would say
Mhm.
either a
and an
scout.
artificer.
A scout would be really useful because this.
A ranger.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
a
if you've
ranger.
been Oh God, a ranger.
Yes,
Yeah, ranger
if you
would
want
be a
to,
great choice.
that'd be
Yeah.
really helpful.
No, that would be a really good choice. Yeah. But anyway,
What do I?
you make that
What
character.
do I need to know for dice? What do I roll?
Oh, standard. Roll 4, keep the best 3.
Okay.
Reroll ones.
Reroll ones. Yeah.
Oh, and okay, nice. Well,
Cool.
it is 5th edition, so okay.
It is 5th edition, yeah, exactly. So you just work on that and listen as the story unfolds, and you'll know what to do with your character here. And I will connect you to one of the townsfolk, because that's an important aspect. This town is new; it's only been up and running for about 27, 28 years. Everybody in the party is from this town, grew up here, and you went to school together. You are a Goonie, Bill.
Yeah, I'm short round.
You can be short round. You go right.
Good.
You already have
I
one.
probably was
You already
afraid to
have
get
the
that name.
artificer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But anyway, let me continue. So whilst Bill does that, so everyone is sitting in the upper floor of the tavern where you guys always hang out. You guys come here often, as often as you can, at least weekly, to meet up with everybody. You guys are all busy with your various apprenticeships and stuff, of course, but you still want to stay in touch with each other and enjoy. But there's a problem. Because there's a
Uh-oh.
rumor been going around that one of your members, Tater, has made a deal with the devils.
Oh dear!
Yes, and that's very
I'm
worrisome.
sitting there forking my potatoes and onions in my mouth.
Yeah. Well, keep in
Hmm.
mind that Tater is he is a pretty boy. He is a pretty boy.
Well, I'm not referring to him, but as in breakfast to eat.
Oh, fine. Well, okay.
Let me saute you with some onions. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Solution to the warlock problem. But
Uh-huh.
anyway, therefore, if everyone could do me a favor, except for GOP, you're not there yet. You're
Okay.
dragging your feet. So,
Mhm.
You're going to be here in a minute.
Makes sense.
I'm going to go make some coffee because I was late and I literally ran in and turned the computer on. So I'm going to make some coffee. And whilst I'm doing that, everybody other than GOP talk to each other, introduce each other, try to flesh out, because keep in mind, you guys are you are friends.
Classmate.
You're classmates. You are Goonies. So
Ooh.
talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
GOP,
Hello,
could you
social
send us
activity.
a copy of who's playing what character and their names?
Sure.
I'm going to forget.
Amy, I don't have a character
A name for
name
you?
for your character or your sister. So
Or honeys.
Honey,
yeah.
for
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. I was going to say, like, if normally I'm a halfling, we're kind of like, basically like we're sort of like sisters, like basically friends are like sisters, not biological sisters, but if we are biological sisters, and I'm an elf, Lissay would probably be a pretty good one.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry.
Am I?
Did you want to be a little halfling, or did you?
I usually play halfling. A halfling
You can-
artist.
You just like a really tiny elf.
True.
No, you can be a halfling. We'll just have to change a bit about your background, but that's not a big deal.
So
We're adopted.
Okay, what
Wait,
exactly is a
halfling?
her character class now?
So, yeah,
So
what did you say the name was too? By the way, sorry.
if I'm at,
if she's a halfling, then her name is Honey.
if I'm going to be an elf, then I'll be Lisa.
What was
If you're
it?
gonna be an elf, what's your
Oh.
name?
If she has to be an elf, then Lisay.
Let's say.
Okay.
Lisay, like I guess Lisay.
SSAY. It's like that.
Yeah.
That's a vampire's
Okay.
name.
Let's say. Gotcha. And for the paladin, what is the paladin's name?
Erun.
Is it?
Erune.
Oh, Erune. Okay, cool.
Yeah, or I wonder if it'd be easier to just do Amy.
It's up
Be
to
Amy the
you.
paladin.
Come up
Amy,
with a
what?
name.
Yeah, Amy's fine. Or
Erun?
whatever.
Erun
Erune.
and Lisay or Erun and Honey. It's not good.
Yeah, those sound good. Is Erun okay?
Whatever name you want. It's all
You can be
good.
whatever you want.
Yeah, nobody's gonna say like, oh no, you can't pick that name. Unless I pick a ridiculous name and Chester makes me change it. But
Oh
I
my
think that
gosh.
only
He has
applies to
picked
me.
he has picked
Yeah.
some wild
The
ones. He
almighty
thinks of it.
poet.
So Erun?
Erun, yeah, works for me.
Erun?
That
Aaron?
works great.
Yay!
You're Ari and I'm Bree. Brina.
Pretty.
All right. So I guess whenever, well, Bill probably
Bill.
has a little bit of time to pick a name.
I'll be back.
All right. If I misspelled anyone's names, please let me know, and I will
Correct.
I will correct them. But I just gotta send all this in here. Copy that. You guys can keep talking. I'm just talking to myself now.
Okay, let's see. I'm a druid. I'm gonna at second level. I'm gonna pick moon, and I'm gonna be in a moon circle. That'll allow me to do some wild shapes.
So, what do you think is going to be your favorite animal to turn into? That's what druids do, right? They turn into animals.
At the lower levels, they can only turn into like land-based animals, no flying, no swimming. And later on, you could, at higher levels, you can change into those. And of course, at the highest level, ninth level spells, there's polymorph, which allow you to change probably back into a different person. So
Well, that's an interesting.
I don't know for sure. I haven't read the spell yet.
Turn
I don't know.
into a dragon.
Yeah, I think you could turn into an ancient dragon then now. Okay. That's the best thing about these. Your AC is going to change, but it's up to Chester. All the things can change with me, or I have to take it all off. I don't know which. He hasn't decided, I'm pretty sure. Or he doesn't know he has that decision to make. But I'm only 3 foot tall, and 35 to 40 pounds. I can only carry, not that much.
All right.
And my dog's barking at something, probably because its food is fresh out there. Strangers coming over. Okay, gunpowder.
All right. And this is what I got.
And if you're smart,
got?
you'll take notes during the game.
Do we have to be a certain race?
Anything within the player's handbook. So we're just basically going player's handbook with this. So nothing like
So I
crazy.
can't be an owlin.
No, I was honestly thinking if I could have been anything, I was thinking I could have been a frogling
Oh
bard
my god.
whose magical instrument is the banjo, and he's married to a pig.
Oh my. All right. And his name was
I was thinking of a
Kermistine the Third. All right.
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
All right.
About a what?
But I'm not doing that.
Oh, or an elephant folk.
No,
Yeah.
keep it to the main races, Bill, please.
Human, gnome,
Good, call him
halfling,
Dumbo.
elf.
You know what we don't have in the group, I think, is a
A
human.
human?
Yeah, we really don't, honestly, which would be is kind of funny.
It makes
Why
sense
do-
in this area, though. It makes sense in this area.
Can we do the variant build for humans?
Of course you can. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I was
Honey
gonna
wanted
do
to
one
change to a halfling. Is that cool?
I was gonna do a fast.
Yeah,
character.
no, she can.
What was that,
Oh,
Bill?
I'm gonna do fast character, and they have a choice for they and other non-binary. So I'm gonna
Does that mean he can change
Do it.
sexes?
yeah.
No, he's human.
I means I can make love to a bear. No.
Oh, God, Baldur.
Wow.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Look
Don't
how
even
many
get in
ropes
that
Oh,
crazy.
God.
these ropes.
It's so great. Don't even go
I
there.
would never do that.
Lies.
All right.
No.
So, whilst all that is going on, you guys are sitting in Dolden's Tavern. And let me go ahead and bring
Y'all
up.
think
I'll
it-
leave it like this for now.
Y'all really
and-
think that's true? That he made a deal with the devil?
Mm,
I mean,
I've never
he's a
seen a
prince.
devil. Closest thing I've seen a devil is the Tiffany mistress over there at the Palace of Pleasure.
Oh, I don't know. She might give you the cold shoulder, but I don't suppose she's actually a devil.
Hmm.
I mean, he is
Right.
a pretty boy. Can't rule out the fact that it could have been a succubus.
it's true.
Yeah, he is pretty, but he's too tall for me.
Yeah,
I'm
39.
actually only 5'7". This character's short.
Everyone.
He
is
has to
might
go
do-
to
for
his.
you, lady.
Well, he might
Everyone.
do anything for his mother.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
thought
because
she
my
was ill, but I thought she had gotten better.
There you go. Well, whilst
Hmm.
you guys
Maybe
are
he's-
contemplating what's going on, the conversation point himself walks in to the upper level. You've been dragging your feet there, GOP, but
Mhm.
you know your friends are worried about you and concerned, so they're all sitting here and they look at you and they have various expressions on their face. I know that. Wraithy, the Dragonborn here, she always looks kind of stern. So nothing new.
Um, I will point out that my character, so he normally wears fine clothes because he is still a part of his, he was still a part of his father's house. So they
Mhm.
expected him to at least, dress the part. So he ended up selling his fine clothes though, and so now he's wearing like adventurer's clothes. So he's got like a cloak and stuff. So he's not in his normal, attire.
Well, I'd wonder if he looked any different if he sold his soul.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm dressed more common, not trying not to stand out.
Now, is this the first time we've seen you since this change has happened? Like the last time we saw you, were you just normal and happy and bouncing in full, like pretty clothes, or has this been something that's been changing over a while and we've kind of been watching this change?
It's only-
Yeah, it's only been about a month since I did the deal, and so
Mhm.
I've come out a few times, but I never really shown anyone my powers or told anyone. So
Mm.
Well, how long
You
has
guys-
this rumor been circulating?
So they have seen you since that.
Yeah.
They have you guys. have seen
yeah,
you.
like a couple times, but I never said anything about this. And the rumors started circulating after I was caught. So I've only been maybe few days out of my like out into the world as out of my father's house.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So
You're also just finding out
do
that
you,
the rumor is going around.
well, I kind of figured because I'm assuming it's my sister who's spreading
Right.
it.
right. Now, do we know that the rumors that you've been turned out of your father's house, or do we know that he's your father, or is he the Baron's house and you're his ward?
Yeah, you
How
guys
much do
would
we know about
Yeah,
this?
you guys.
Yeah,
would
you guys know that's not like really a secret.
We probably
Oh,
had to
okay.
beat up some other kids at school because they were calling him a bastard.
Yes, the
Okay.
bastard
And-
tater.
And me
So-
being kicked out of the house isn't really a secret either. Like people know that I've been staying at at Wonderland.
Oh, okay. So I'll bounce up then, and when I hear you coming through the door, and I think that for a moment she kind of pauses to see your change in attire and has an immediate feel of like sympathy. You kind of pity for what's changed, but is kind of glad to see. How's your countenance? Do you look light, or do you look sorrowful, or?
My character looks kind of depressed. He usually is very outgoing, very friendly. But or he kind of acts like maybe prideful, but he's not, he's not normally dour.
Oh, okay.
But right
So
now he's
this
just
is.
kind of got his head down. He doesn't really want people to notice him, but he's still going towards you guys.
Well, I'm gonna bounce up and meet you there. So she comes
I'll
over
wave
and
at the waitress.
tries to duck down under your face and look up at you and give you a hug.
Oh, Iruna, it's thank you for that.
It's good to
I
see
got
you.
the
It's been
ketchup
a
underneath
while.
the table. When his taters and onions get here, she's gonna put ketchup all over it. Everywhere I
Wow.
need to eat blood.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know, that's funny you say that, lady, because I go
Why?
to they have a thing called a izakaya here. It's like a tavern, right? And
Yeah.
I have like, big party type things I go to with government people or students or things like that. And one of the people in this area love to eat horse sashimi, which is raw horse meat.
Oh my
And they
goodness.
know it disturbs the hell out of me because I'm an American. Horses are your friends.
Right. Yeah.
So they
Oh my
literally
goodness.
will pass it like under the table so I can't see it. It's funny.
Oh,
It's awesome.
Well, they'll
you're
pass it under the table. I would have just been a troll, but that's fine.
Oh, you.
something
Japanese
over on top of
are
it. Yeah.
nice. They're not like you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
it's not
continue.
like me at all.
Put it underneath. Pass it underneath your nose.
That would be the
I
American response, yes.
Yeah.
Hey girl, have some. Well, I ordered you breakfast. I was thinking you'd be here a little sooner, but I think toast and some egg is still all right. I hope you weren't wanting any ketchup on it. I'm afraid I don't think there's any left now. She's just looking at the very empty bottle on the counter.
She arches an eyebrow at you.
I know that's whatever's fine. Thank you.
Of course, of course.
You're late, so you're paying for everything.
Right. How much cash?
Yeah.
I gotta see how much gold I have left after I bought all my equipment. Let's see. So I need to go over here. Equipments, money extra. I got 9 gold, so I'm not like I could afford it.
Okay.
Oh, it's all
So
right. I
with
thought
that,
you were
let me explain how money works here real quick, since that came up. Um, I always run money a little bit differently in my games than it's set in the books because I think it's noisy. So this is how I run money. Uh, Copper pieces there's no change in this world. Therefore, there's nothing that's 2.95, right? Copper pieces represent dollars, right?
Okay.
A silver piece is a $10 bill. An
Okay.
electrum piece is a $20 bill, effectively. A gold piece is a $50 bill. Now, there are also gold crowns, which are worth 500 gold. But you probably don't have those. That's just a larger denomination. And platinum pieces are basically a $100 bill, and there are also platinum crowns, but that's equivalent to 10,000, right? So
Yeah.
once again, it's not something you guys would have, but that's how the money works. So it's very simple. Copper is a dollar, and everything else is the standard denomination upgrades we have. Silver is 10, electrum is $20, and gold is 50, and that's basically
Oh,
what you
so
guys will be dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah.
electrum then is worth more than silver but less than gold?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, and the
So,
electrum was that
Coin.
20? Okay.
so one
20.
electrum piece is basically a $20 bill, right?
Okay.
And money in this place spends not too dissimilar to our world, right? So you guys are going to have you're having lunch here at Dolden's, and usually, you guys, it depends on the person, but you can eat between $5 and $10 here, right? So
Okay.
that would be either 5 copper or a silver to eat here, depending on how lavish you guys get. That's how it works. Okay.
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 All right.
Sweet.
Making my notes.
Yep. I
Alrighty.
just gotta do a monetary conversion thing on here. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he turned off his thing. Never mind.
It'll be back in a minute. Yeah. I'm just setting up something. Anyway, so
Uh-oh.
you walk in. Amy's character. What's your character's name again, Amy?
Everun? E-R-U-N-E.
Say that again.
Everun? Like
Erun.
E.
Erun.
Yeah, Everun.
Okay.
Everroom.
Come up and she's the super friendly one in the group, so she comes up and welcomes you, and so you come and you sit down amongst your friends, and everyone's waiting. So they're just kind of waiting for you to speak.
Sipping on my beer, giving him the
Kind of.
stink eye.
In the
So,
morning? You're drinking
oh.
that early in the morning?
Wait, what? Who's drinking?
Roland?
Oh,
Yeah, no,
he
he
said
would
he was
be.
giving me the stink eye.
He is
Oh,
giving
Yeah.
the
I thought
stink
he
eye,
said he's
and he's
drinking beer.
drinking because
Yeah. Okay. I'm So I sit down. So I'm sure you've heard some rumors about me.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Seems to be
rumors
going all
never stop.
well. It seems to be going all throughout town. So I can't really
Hmm.
hide it. So
You could.
the well,
How are
it's
you?
too late now.
So, did you or didn't you?
I
I
I
look at her
look
like,
down and
You
I say,
did.
yeah. I just kind of, when you say that, I just kind of look at you like, kind of
I'm looking at everybody else going,
confirming
he
it.
did. He did. This motherfucker did it. Sorry, man. I don't know. He
No,
looked
it's
down and
okay.
I knew it. If we're all buddies, we're all friends. We should know the look,
yeah,
right?
you can
Yeah.
tell.
No, it's
That is
pretty
true.
obvious that I am confirming what you're saying.
The rumors have it.
Was she
Yes.
rumors?
Although,
oh,
granted, I'm sure there's plenty of rumors as to why that probably aren't real. But yeah.
Yeah, because you want to kill your dad with magic.
No, I
No,
don't
that
want to
that would
kill
be
my
Pablo's
father.
character. Yeah.
It's like,
somebody
Well, that
probably
could be a
has some
rumor.
image of all these things devious that I wouldn't believe.
look, I didn't want to get into why I did it. It's personal, but just please know that I did it for a good reason. I can't share why, but I'm still the same person that you grew up with.
Just
Hmm.
minus a soul.
Uh,
Not yet.
well, no, that's true. Um,
Well, perhaps nothing's truly lost. Anyway, have your breakfast and you'll feel some better, and I'm sure we can make this right somehow. But I'm glad you're still with us as you are, and the rest of it we'll just have to mend as we go.
thank you.
Cinderella will have to go back to work, but the rest of us can go out and have some fun. Lean on Cinder a little bit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she loves her job, but she does miss the fun because she is busy. That is true. Wraithy
We can go.
leans in across the table. Wraithy is, Dragonborn, so she's rather tall. And she leans in and she looks at you and eyes you, and she says, "So, who did you make the deal with?"
Mm.
Well, he said his name was Zershellus, and that's out of character spelled Xershellus.
Okay.
Um,
Can't
he was
use the real name, can it?
Is this anyone she would likely know, or anyone here would likely have
Well,
heard of before? Or is this
she
I
kind
mean,
of an
maybe
leans
unknown?
someone could do
back
a
and
religion check.
well, she leans back and starts looking through her book. But maybe a religious person could make a religious check because I'd rather
I'll
have
make a
not have the
religious check.
NPC do it.
Hmm.
I'll do it.
Okay,
He is a devil of pride.
So
oh.
this is plus wisdom, correct?
So I'm kind of, I sort of
You
bite
should
my
have a
Yes,
tongue.
it is
religion.
wisdom. You should have it all kind of laid out on your page there. I
Religion's
need to
actually
change the art,
intelligence.
but everyone
Hmm.
should
Yeah, it is
be
intelligence.
in GOP. You can do me a favor and drop in the main DD dice, please.
Yeah, I'm over here. What you
Oh,
need?
so I believe since
Oh
I'm
yeah, no, I
proficient
got
in
you.
religion, I roll 2 and take the better
I will post it in here.
as a
I'm
cleric.
sorry, what was that?
Because I'm proficient in the skill, I roll 2d20 and take the better, right?
No.
Or how's that work?
No. You just roll a
No,
d20.
you had your
There
proficiency
are
modifier.
there are class
Yeah.
abilities that allow you to do that though. You're right, but no, right now you just roll.
I
No, I'm not
posted
proficient.
the link in general. So
Okay, so you
Hello,
got
Mr.
a okay,
Thundero.
very nice. All right, so you know exactly who it is.
That was fast.
Well, he made a
Well,
religious roll and made a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
you got yourself in a right kerfluffle here. That's no one to really mess around with. The
Believe me,
demon of
I've listened.
pride.
Hmm?
I'm just saying
Uh,
it's a demon of pride. I'm telling the others like what he
oh,
does, his domain, all that type of stuff.
Well,
How he messes
So
with
he
people.
really didn't sell his soul?
Oh, he did sell his soul,
I
100%.
did.
I want to reach
But
over and just give him a little punch in his arm. Like, why would you do that?
No, go ahead, do it,
Wait,
do it,
Ow!
do it, do it.
I'm
Roll the
totally
d20.
punch him in his
I'll
arm.
give you, I'll give you ×5 damage. Go.
Okay.
1d20.
Right? I'm dead at
Uh,
the table at the very
Right.
No,
beginning.
I just meant like as a friendly thing,
Yeah, I
like
know.
because I'm more aggressive.
Oh, it's an 8. I missed.
Oh, damn it. All right.
Everyone's just attacking me now.
Get him! He's a
I'm
demon lover. Get
attacking
him!
you. I just gave you some potatoes and onions with blood on it.
No, yeah, I appreciate the symbolism. Yeah, okay. So I just go. Did Danny, did you roll your
I wasn't gonna
attack?
really attack you. I wasn't really gonna attack you. It's just like a punch in your arm, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, I
okay.
was just joking. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just go. Ow!
Yeah, I'll be
That
like, "What were you
hurts.
thinking?"
Oh, he's the
hmm
flamboyant one. Oh my gosh.
He's not really flamboyant. Flamboyant.
Well,
I'm
do
just
you see
trying
how
to do
tight
like
his
a
shirt
younger
was?
English accent, and I'm still figuring out the exact way I want to do it. You know how that goes.
He even looked in the mirror to see how many buttons he was gonna undo.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Well,
At the top.
if you look at his
Oh,
heart, there's
no.
at least 3. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
We need
tight
to go
shirt and a
explore
couple
some
unbuttoned.
ruins, I think.
Yeah.
Because we
maybe
got
I
to get
try
enough
to.
money to buy his soul back, right?
That's
That's
probably a thing. Try to
You gotta
think of
do
a way
something.
to.
Look
So
at
how's it
Roland.
going?
You think it's possible?
I
I
mean,
Was it
it
possible to
was.
kill the person and break the spell or break the well,
I
not the
mean, if
spell,
you
but
kill
and a
a demon's
devil.
going to return back to the infernal plane from which it was. We'd have to kill it there. But even if we kill it, it
mm,
would break the contract, which would, do terrible things to our associate.
yes,
So I
we'll have
would,
to figure something out.
yeah, I would recommend
We can
that.
hide him. Let's hide him.
Now,
That's
Roland
Yeah, you
is
can't hide from us. Go ahead.
that's fair. He can't hide from you, that's for sure. But Roland, is he with the Gods Hall, the Empire, or is he worship the Elven pantheon in the kingdom?
Um, I was gonna have it to where he studied under like the Elven Pantheon, all those type of things, but he just like he was kind of out searching one day and found like an old shrine to a kind of like an unknown war god, and it's like, well, somebody needs to worship it, don't want it to disappear, so I'm like the only worshiper of some estranged deity.
All right, cool. That sounds fun. Yeah. All right. So, anyway, everyone's sitting here having conversations, talking with Tater to understand why he did it. Some of you might be, trying to pry, although he doesn't want to give that information. Uh, and, uh, and of course, there's some food been delivered by waitresses. Like I said, you guys you come here all the time. And downstairs, you hear a rumble coming from Corden. And now Corden is a big fella, and he's older, and he was actually in this current war has been going on for decades, and he was actually a soldier in the Emperor's army. And retired and came over here seeing opportunity to find a more peaceful life, but the boy can he bellow, and he's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and there's some expletives in there for damn sure. And then he catches himself because his wife looks across the room at him. She doesn't like it when he swears, so he says, "The baby hippos."
Baby hippos.
Mm.
Yeah,
kind of
that's it.
lost
What's
into
going
myself.
on down there? I'm gonna kind of make my way to see what he's yelling about.
So you guys kind of go to the edge, and there's a railing of the stairwell that comes up, and you guys are over in one corner, and there's many other tables, and it is lunchtime, so the place
Did
is
you find
pretty
the
packed.
lift?
The food here is really really good. You guys kind of all lean down and look underneath the railing back to where the bar is, and you see Corden is wrapping up the arm of one of his workers, and
Oh dear.
the worker's arm, even though he's bandaged it fairly well, he's bleeding quite badly, and
Can I
Corden
go see?
yells out to take the boy down to the alchemists.
Hmm.
So
Someone's bleeding bad.
they
Is that
always are.
what honey?
Damn, these damn darn underdark caverns, and he starts going toward the back kitchen room where the injured boy had come from. What would you guys like to
Uh,
do?
I'm gonna go in there and see what's going on and see if I can render assistance in any way.
I am going to. So technically, if you use super, is it like in the other editions? If you use supernatural healing, it stops bleeding.
Oh yeah, no. If you have healing spell, you'll be able to deal with the boy easily.
Okay, then
Okay.
I have the
He's going
spell
after the boy. You gotta catch him first.
healing.
It's
Well,
not
it's
that
healing
quick.
word. It's healing word is my wisdom modifier plus a d4, and it has like a 40-yard range.
Yeah, but
So,
you're not going to just cast spells on people across the tavern, dude. You're going to walk up and intervene, right?
oh, okay. I'll just walk up. But well, Paladin, I'll walk up and it's like, so, what happened? Does he need healing?
He looks at you, and of course this is a fairly big place, but you guys are, I'm assuming everyone's coming down the stairwell to see what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
GOP characters heading is kind of following an after Corden, but
I'm going after GOP.
Roland goes to the other side, and he's dealing with, and the boy, he's around your age. Well, he's around your human-esque age.
Right.
Matter of fact, you might have went to school with him, probably did. But he looks terrified, and
Oh
he
no.
shows you the wound, and it's a bad bite, dude. It's bad. You can see the bone, right? So he's gonna he's gonna need some healing. You could certainly staunch the bleeding, but he needs to go to the alchemist for sure. But uh, he says it was huge.
What was it?
You aren't
What
there.
was he?
You're not there.
What
I'm
was
Oh,
not
I
he?
thought
there.
I thought I chased them into the room, but
Yeah,
okay.
this isn't Corden. He's dealing with the injured boy.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So
What was huge?
I was. He says I was down in the basement just getting some supplies, and it came out of the dark at me. It lurched at me. I've never seen one so big. It was almost the size of a pony.
Oh
Uh,
no. Ponies aren't very scary though. What
No,
happened?
are you with Roland?
Yeah, I
Okay.
ran over to see if I could heal him, but is that I don't know if that's something I can do. We just need to get him to the doctor quicker. Like, is that something
You
I
could
can
lay
heal
on
with
hands,
medical?
but you could do that. But Roland is already dealing with it, so. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, you do have lay on hands. You can once a day heal a certain amount of points. That is true. But so he still hasn't answered your question, Roland.
what bit you?
A rat
Oh, oh,
A
a
rat?
rat
That big?
the size of a pony?
in the
Hmm.
Okay.
basement.
Oh,
Yes, the classic.
oh no.
A
Classic.
rodent of abnormal size?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Oh
Someone has
man.
been making health code violations. That's not right.
That's
I'm
fair.
going to talk
That's
to you.
fair, Amy.
I'm
But
just gonna look. I'm just gonna look at her sideways. It's like health food violations. That's what we jump to. All right. In
I'm
anyways,
ready.
I'm gonna heal him
thanks, Bill.
because I went to school with him, right?
Yeah, you know who he is. Yeah.
Okay. Heal him for 8.
Okay, and that's he's still got to go to the alchemist because this is a well, but it stops the bleeding and it does quite a bit of healing actually. He's like, oh, thank you, Roland. I've never seen anything like that. I hear tales down in the southern swamps, but I've never seen one. Of course, none of you have.
Oh, a rat the size of a pony? My goodness, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't think they exist. Rat rodents of unusual size?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes. All right. So
Is it only under his tavern? Are they
well,
running
you
the
don't know.
streets?
You don't
You
know.
don't know.
All right.
Because I swore I've seen things in the shadows before and playing in the woods.
Oh well, you never know, right? Now,
Hmm.
I'll take this because of those comments. Let me take an interlude here, real quick, to kind of lay the map out for you guys. If we take a
Okay,
look here, now, am I sharing? I think I am. Yes, I
let's
am. All
see.
right, good. Now,
Yes, you
you
are.
guys see this main overhead map. This isn't the town map. This is the region map. And you
Oh,
see Iron Pass is up against the mountains here on the western side, right?
mhm.
There's a big lake
Yep.
which you guys are starting to traverse. And let's look at the layout here real quick. Now, to the north,
I still can't see it. Why can't I
I'm
see it?
sharing it, so just click on it.
I'm clicking on live and only you come up.
Oh, well, the live is certainly delayed. You can look inside the Discord and just click on my icon and see it live. There is a delay on YouTube, of course. Anyway, to the north, we have the Thysian Kingdom. Now, it's a small elven kingdom, but it is even though the high elves are the ruling group, there are many all kinds of elves are in here, and also gnomes, and there's even been a small group of halflings that have came in after the pass opened. There weren't any halflings before, but there are now, and they've actually that little teeny area there up on the east called Green Vale. It already was a elven town, but
Mm.
the halflings have kind of moved in there and turned it into a bit of a shire, and they're producing
Ooh.
ridiculous amounts of awesome vegetables.
Ooh.
And the pigs
I'm
that
glad
they
that
raise for some reason are the most delicious ever.
And
So
intelligent.
No, no, let's not do it. Let's not go there. But so we do have halflings, but there are recent transplants, and they get along just fine. But the Disney Kingdom is mainly elf and gnome with recent halfling, and of course now there's humans milling around. The relations between the Thizzian Kingdom and the Altarian Empire are, well, at least the Iron Pass representatives of the Empire are really good. They get along really well. And of course, the Thizzians are happy to have the help because the main trouble in this area is you see here we have wild elf lands. Now, to the east, the wild elf lands are very dangerous because the wild elves are beyond just simply being, rural. They hardly wear any clothing. They eat whatever they catch, and that includes you. They are radically dangerous. Now, there's stories and rumors. You don't know the truth unless you have an elven character here, and then you do know the truth if you're
Hmm.
connected to the Thizzian Kingdom. Uh,
Mhm.
they used to be together, is the rumor. They were one elven tribe, and something bad happened that
Something
separated
happened.
them. So that's the general
Oh
rumor.
dear.
And then in the south, we have lizard folk lands. Now, these marshlands, swamps down in the south here, the lizard folks don't march out and make, military conquests. They don't do that. That's not what they do. They're hunter gatherers. The ones that are a little more advanced are do some manner of husbandry, right? But in general, if you're in their lands, then you're fair game, and they will happily eat you too, right? It's not all of them, but the dangers
Some
of the
might.
swamplands are in the swamplands. They don't come out of the swamplands very much. The wild elves are the same. So therefore, because of that, Iron Pass is actually a pretty peaceful place. Most of the
Hmm.
trouble that happens in Iron Pass is with the hundreds of explorers coming from the Western Kingdom or even beyond, looking to pad their pockets in gold. So, ruffians in the street, people too drunk, all kinds of that. That's the
Mhm.
noise in Iron Pass. It's not having to deal with, orcs or lizard folk or any of those kind of things. Iron Pass is pretty peaceful place. The real
What
problem is
about
to the west, to the east and south. Yes, Bill.
what about the wild monsters,
Of
wild
course,
creatures
in the
that aren't
lizard folk and
organized
wild elf
society?
lands and beyond, they are a serious issue. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the manticore or the griffin or whatever,
Anything.
what have you.
Yeah, any possible thing. There, it is confirmed that in the Lizardfolk marshes, which is just generally what Iron Pass people call it, although there are local names for it, there are confirmed at least minimum 3 black dragons.
Okay.
Dragons?
3, yes.
Yes.
So, but if you look on my
That's a whole
map
bunch of
here,
notes.
over the east we have Cade's Ruins. Now, the same guy who found the pass through the mountain, of course, he's an explorer. He's a famous explorer in the Empire. And Cade found these ruins, and no one knows why, but the evidence seemed to suggest that a long time ago, long time, thousands of years ago, whoever the people were who were living here were somehow forced underground. They stopped living on the surface, started living underground. Therefore, there's this giant multi-layered city here, underground city, and people. That's where a lot of the explorers go. And you guys notice many come through. They don't all come back. It's an extremely dangerous place, but there's a lot of wealth there. And there are other ruins past this ridge here, even further to the east. And of course, there's even rumors that there's ancient ruins in lizard folk lands as well. So there's a lot of adventure and money to be made. And that's why so many people come through Iron Pass from the greater world outside. But I just want to kind of lay out to you guys that Iron Pass itself is pretty safe, right? There you don't get lots of big time trouble in Iron Pass. You have to go looking for trouble, really. So, anyway, back to here. Roland has and Amy's character. I have to get these all set up. Everyone, give me art so I can get everything in here, please.
I posted the names in general,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
I can just call her Amy if that'd be easier. It's a nice enough name for an elf.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
gonna. It's not gonna matter. You can call him Jim, and I would forget it. Um,
He remembers me for some
yeah,
reason. I'm
yeah.
special.
Well, I've always been bad with names, man, which is weird.
Mhm.
I'm a literal historian,
And a
a
philologist.
You know
philologist. Yeah,
a
A
lot of
full
dead
Mhm.
names that
yeah, I know that. I know that. But anyway, you've healed
living you have
him fairly
problems.
well. They're still rushing him to the alchemist for obvious reasons. But he thanks you. And of course, he mentioned pony-sized rats. The rest of you follow Coordinate into the kitchen, and he's talking to the workers back there because this is a busy place, right? There's a bunch of people working, there's a
Yeah.
bunch of people eating, and he's like, he looks at the head chef, and the head chef's like nods his head, and Corden says, "Again, oh, damn Underdark." And he looks around his shoulder to see if his wife sees him cursing again. And he sees you.
Yes.
He said,
Usually.
young ones, what are you doing?"
Um,
Oh, sorry, I'll let you
well,
go.
we heard some hollering and thought maybe you had burnt the roast and needed some help, but I've been told something about a pony-sized rat. Hello.
Pony-sized rat. Who's feeding that thing?
I don't know. It must have eaten all the carrots. Wait,
Cor-
no, ponies would eat carrots. What would pony-sized rats eat, do you suppose?
Who's been eating
Corden
all the ponies?
says,
Obviously, his arm.
yeah, right.
Oh!
Corden
Oh,
says
you're not
that
wrong.
Human flesh.
he says that when they first came here and started building in this area, there is a cave system underneath Iron Pass, and they just built on top of it. Unfortunately, they
Oh.
haven't been able to map the entire cave system, the townies. But
Mhm.
clearly, there's some link to the Underdark, and occasionally things do come up. And he says, "My place, well, I use the cave for cold storage. You know,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
as you do. Um, perhaps we should seal that off for now?
He
Or are
looks
you
at
pretty
you.
sure all the rats?
He's like, "So you kids want an opportunity to make some money? Then is that what I'm hearing?"
Money, you say? How much money we talking?
Well, yeah, I feel like we need to go
Pony-sized
figure out what's
rat
going down
equals.
there.
Do I need to make a pony-sized rat trap?
I mean, look, I got
Pony-sized
nothing else to
mousetrap?
do
I'm
today.
doing
I was just
stories.
gonna beat up
That's
Tato
it.
here.
Find your niche.
Yeah, glue paper. Like really big glue paper.
Giant, huge glue paper.
She's thinking away what things they could do.
Look, just
Ooh. Would you put apples or cheese on it as a trap?
just point us in the right direction. We'll take care of the problem.
Right.
All right. Well, I understand young people want some adventure. He says, scratches his beard. He says, a gold piece each for you if you can deal with my problem.
Can I do a
gold?
persuasion roll to haggle for 2 gold pieces?
If you want to get punched in the head.
Okay, could I haggle for maybe a little bit extra?
No.
Okay, never mind then. I'm not going to
Am
haggle.
I able to
How
haggle
about some
because
rations when we go down there?
I mean, I
Wow,
did
you
heal
guys
his
are really
employee.
thinking long-term D&D. This is literally an homage to Dungeons and Dragons with the rats in the basement.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
The
Kill
first
the rats
fight.
in the
This is a
Let's just go down and
nostalgic
kill it.
wink, you bastards.
I know, but I can't
And-
help it.
But
Oh,
it's
okay.
prudent
Gnome being
for the
small
players
sneaks
to
through
try-
everybody's legs and starts going down.
That sounds
I'm gonna go
great.
downstairs.
Yeah, what were you saying,
That was
lady?
the correct answer. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
You're welcome.
What were you saying, lady?
I said the gnome being short slips through everyone's legs and starts going downstairs.
Fair enough. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members. Perfect. That's a good sized team, actually. So we got 6. I got fighters and wizards and all kind of stuff. Bill, you said you were done. What'd you make?
Oh, I made a rogue.
Okay,
A
good. Yeah,
scout.
they
Oh, a
can use that.
sneaky dastard.
Mm.
Do you
Yeah.
have any traps in the basement?
I gotta fix it. For some reason, he's level 8, but he's
I
really
gotta
level
turn Bill
1.
up. I cannot hear him.
Yeah, no, he's level 1. Yeah, you are low, Bill.
I'm low.
Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
I
got
think
him at
you're just speaking into the
71%.
mic properly. Is
I
what?
put
Yeah.
you at 164. Maybe I can hear you now.
All
Yeah,
right. So the team, which we're going to have to come up with a team name because you can't have Goonies. That's already taken. You head down into the basement. Now, sure enough, as you head down the stairwell, the stairwell is pretty well built. It's all built of wooden beams, and there are torches along the side as you're going down. And very quickly, you go from what would normally be where a basement would be built for a normal home, but it goes down a bit further. You'll probably end up around 20 feet underground, so 2 stories down. And sure enough, there's a well-lit small cave. It's not very big. It's probably not much bigger than a large living room in size. But there are to the back, which is not lit, but you can see the entrance to 2 tunnel options. One veering off to the right and one veering off to the left. It's kind of a Y crossing though, however. But
I would
inside,
assume if there was only one down there, there's got to be more than one.
you never know.
You don't just have one rat.
No, usually there's many. That is true.
Yes, that's yes.
But this small, like I said, living room size
Oh.
cave is being used as cold storage by Corden. And sure enough, there's all kinds of foodstuffs and casks and stuff. And you see that a couple of them on the edge have been broken and their contents are laid spilled on the floor. You don't see any pony-sized rats, however.
Are we like crammed? I would assume we're a little bit cramped down there too, so we're kind of like crunching there, like walking around.
Oh well, no, it's tall enough. And
Okay.
Has Dina already eaten stuff?
you guys, if there were literally a fight happening at this second, not everyone would be able to be involved. You are correct because there's a lot of shelving and stuff to hold food, so it's fairly tight, but not
Well,
so
can
tight.
part of us take one way and the other part take the other?
Oh, split the party. That is the best
No,
idea you could
that's
ever have.
number one
Danny's
rule.
right.
Don't split the
Danny's
party.
right. No, do that.
We should make
in a living room.
investigation rolls.
You could. Now, keep in mind.
You know, I was just making a joke because that's what they always do. It's like you, and you, come with me.
Right. No, right. No, you're right.
Let's play
But
check out the basement.
That is the Hollywood way. But in role playing games, the
Hmm.
last thing you should ever do is split the party.
We know from experience.
Yes, you
I just
make.
thought it was hilarious. No, I'm just thinking it was hilarious. Everyone just jumped on me for saying it.
No, no. We're just
We're not,
joking
we're,
with
No,
you.
we're not being
no, I was
mean.
just joking also too. I'm like,
Yeah.
Now,
let's just go.
you do have to make decisions, of course, where you want to go. But there are 6 of you guys, and like I said, Rathy, is she going to be here? Well, she will have her in the tail end just because she was in the room, and Sindari as well. But they're investigating this area. Now, what I was going to say is, 5th edition is a bit different than some of the other games that we've played here on the channel, as well as previous Dungeons and Dragons iterations. This everyone has the same access to the same list of skills. It doesn't mean you have all those skills, but the same list is going to be on your character sheet. And they've simplified it to an incredible degree. Now, GOP, we have homebrewed a couple of rules. There is another skill you can add called craft. If that's your type of the artificer, for instance, with honey, would have that skill.
I'm guessing that's under intelligence.
It would be under intelligence, yeah. But
Okay.
otherwise, you have your list. Now, of course, you can make investigative rolls and all that kind of stuff, but you guys should have access to all the skills you have at first level here. So, what do you guys want to do? Go.
I was just gonna ask, like, is there a way to like somehow, if we chose one way or another way, like, is there a way to like bait it? Like throw something out there to see if it would come for the bait,
We
Well,
need to
Good.
so
know
it
how
come
many
more
before
come
we
to us.
we're dealing
There's a
with.
lot of
what
food
is
around
the
here.
ground?
Yeah.
What is the ground around here? Is it
Because
dirt?
you're saying
Does
it
anyone
splits,
see
goes
what-
right or left. So I figured like maybe if we want to go kill this thing, we bait it a little bit to bring it out a little.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
Bill, you really need to speak
Unless
into
you
your
want us to
mic.
take an adventure.
Can't hear me, but
Yeah, you're
I
very
I
low.
Unless
can
we take
kind of
one
hear
way, we
you.
go for it. We take
I've
one
got
way
you
and
at
go for it.
200%.
what is the ground?
What is the
made of?
ground? The ground is the where you are currently. It is you're on wooden slatting, sitting on top of stone. This is a stone cavern. But Corden has set up a bunch of wooden slattings down here to where everything could be walked on quite evenly.
Well,
Now you notice. Well, you don't notice that yet. So that's what the ground is. You're walking on top of wooden slatting.
I was
Does
gonna
any of it
say,
look similar? Oh,
being
sorry.
that they are rats, it's likely that they have left droppings almost everywhere. I will roll a perception to see if I cannot find them and determine if tracks are nearby those droppings to see if the tracks lead off in a direction that we can follow.
That would be a good idea. So now keep in mind the skills that you have
Yeah.
access that would be helpful in this situation would be investigation. Perception would certainly be useful as well. If you have a specific knowledge, that could be useful, and also survival possibly.
Well,
But
don't I have something that has to do with animals, and I can maybe like do something? Hold
you
on.
might, yeah. No, you're a barbarian, right?
Yeah, half orc, but I thought I wrote something down about the
Well,
animal.
you do have proficiency with animal handling, if that's what you're referring to.
Oh,
That's gonna
okay.
be
Never mind.
tame
Yeah, that's
animals.
dealing with horses
That's
and
different.
cattle and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, well, Bill has already spoken up. So, Bill, you're
Mhm.
going to make a perception roll. So, go ahead, Bill, and let's see what you got.
Okay,
Come on, Bill.
roll the 20. Roll.
Good job, Bill. All right, it's a 10. You don't get any pluses to that.
I have pluses for that, so I have a +2.
Okay, so it's a 12. All right, fine.
Well,
Now,
I think
you are looking around using your perception to see if you see anything out of the ordinary. And sure enough, you do. You see little droplets of blood heading off toward the right tunnel.
Oh,
So
look
it's
here.
living in the tunnels?
Underground. There's got to be
It's
more of them
underground. Okay.
running probably all around the town underneath, or maybe just under in this one particular area. I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, I will use stealth. I'll draw my bow and knock an arrow.
Uh-huh.
And can I stealth down the hall?
Oh, most
The
certainly you can.
tunnel?
It's you can take point. Now, what is the name of your character?
Daring Badger.
Dairy Badger. So Badger here,
Daring.
Daring.
Daring
he's
Badger.
daring.
Oh, Badger. I'm going to
No.
go with Badger.
Badger.
I like Badger.
Not Dairy
Now,
Badger.
Badger was always the kid that loved hide and seek. He was really good at it, and he's always been very attentive. You've noticed about
Mm.
Badger. Now, is Badger talk a lot, or is he a quiet guy?
When he's working, he's quiet.
All right.
When
So
he's not working, he is boisterous.
now, you guys
Serious.
haven't done any adventuring together yet, but you've all been in various apprenticeships. So you see him drop down into a stealthy move, draw his bow, and starts moving to the right tunnel. And you now, I would assume that you've all had enough training to know that let him take the lead and stay back. You should follow, but give him some room. Because everyone here has been through apprenticeship. So for various things, and you guys are taught survival skills and what have you. Let me just go through here real quick, if I might. GOP, what's your main skills? I don't need all of them, just what's your main one?
Well, I am my skills in particular, or my stats.
Your skills. I don't care about the stats. So just what do you focus in?
I am persuasion, and my deception also is really high. And so I'm primarily charisma. I've got decent wisdom. I got really good dex.
I don't care
So-
anything about the stats. I want to know
Yeah.
what skills do you focus in?
So stuff like persuasion, deception, and I have pretty high sleight of hand and stealth because I wasn't sure if I was going to be the disarm traps guy.
Right,
that's
right.
okay.
I get it. That's okay. All right. So that's your focus is more the talking. All right. Lady, what is your focused skills as a druid?
As a druid, I like to snare the beast, whatever we see, before we can all attack without getting hurt.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's not. I'm talking about skills, actual
Yeah,
skills.
what- like your perception and insight and all that stuff.
Yeah. Animal handling.
Yeah, I have a high perception.
Okay.
And not as high investigation, nature.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nature. All right. Danny,
Mm-hmm.
what skills did GOP give you? What's your highest
see.
number?
It'd be your
Probably, like-
athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes
athletics.
sense. That makes a lot
You're-
of sense for a barbarian. Yeah. Okay. Puffin, Roland.
Religion.
That makes sense. Okay. Amy.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
all.
so
Well, we
trying to
didn't
figure
actually-
this out.
You didn't actually roll up those characters yet. I could, yeah. Or
Oh,
did
that-
you?
You're a paladin, right?
Yeah, I'm a
Is there a
paladin.
medical skill? Because she seems like she wants to be the healer.
Yeah. No,
The
there
first aid?
definitely would
Listen.
be. Yeah, there definitely is. Yeah. Let me see which one that is in 5th edition here, real quick. Let's
Did
see.
you roll up
We
your
got
character, Amy?
Acrobatics, animal handling,
Medicine.
arcane, athletic deception.
No, I
history,
didn't get a
medicine.
chance to.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Oh, we should
Yeah, she could do
probably do
medicine.
that first then.
I'm gonna drop out and drop back in. See if that fixes my.
I'm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
no, we should probably do that first, and we will
Yeah.
before we take that tunnel. So, now Bill, I know Bill knows what he's doing. I don't have to worry about it. So basically, I need to now. Danny, your character's all ready, correct?
I believe
We
so.
got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We got I got all my stuff for like my sword and axe, and we got I think everything's pretty.
All right,
That-
so let's take this is session 0, so no big deal. Let's take a minute here and get Honey and Amy's characters up to speed.
Okay.
Girls, do you have any access to any dice?
Yes.
You do. Okay, good. So what I need you to do is I need you to roll 4 6-siders 6 times.
4 side
Now-
dice 6.
Right. Now, when you roll the 4-sider, what you're going to do is you're going to drop the lowest number and take the top 3 and add them together. If you roll a
Okay.
1, just re-roll it.
Okay,
And
so
do
we're
that 6
rolling.
times.
We're rolling 6 4-sided dice or 4
Six-sided,
6-sided?
six-sided, six-sided.
6 4-sided. No, 4. Oh gosh.
You're
Oh,
rolling
wait a minute.
Four?
I thought
four
everything was
six-sided
six-sided.
dice. Yes.
4 6-sided dice.
Yep.
Okay. Let me go grab my 6-sided dice because it's over there for some reason.
And this is going to give you a number between 6 and 18.
Reroll any ones.
Yeah, that's why it's 6 and 18.
Or you could go to fastcharacter.com.
You could do that.
Oh,
too.
there he is. That was much
That
louder.
was
I
way
like
better.
that.
Yeah.
Fastcharacter.com.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I made Daring
So,
Badger. He's daring.
all right.
He smells.
So we roll the 6-sided dice 4 times?
Yep.
And this is for what? Okay, so I got a 4.
How many six-sided dice do you have amongst you?
Oh, I have a bag of them elsewhere, so I just have this one that I'm rolling 4 times.
Oh, you can do that. That's going to take forever. It'd be great. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Let's see if we can find some more.
Yeah, mostly because I had a bag of them, and I also.
Can she use the DD dice?
She could
roller?
use the DD dice. Did GOP? Did you put the link in the
All right,
in the
I got
chat?
6, 5.
Yes, the link for the dice is in general.
Yeah. So, girls, if you go to the general, you will see there is a link there that says DD dice. See right there, GOP put it. If you click on that, that's going to bring you into a virtual dice place, and you could just click on a 6-sider 4 times and roll it.
Oh, sorry, I just never get to play with actual dice.
Oh
It's
well,
kind
then
of
you go ahead and do the dice then. I'm fine with that. I have no trouble with that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it, but sorry. Okay, so now I rolled that. I rolled the 6-sided dice 4 times, and I add 3 of them together to get a number.
The highest 3.
The highest 3. Yeah.
The
And
highest
re-roll any
three.
if
one.
there's yeah.
Unless this one of those is a 1. If any one of those is a 1, roll it again.
Yeah. Good deal.
Okay. Why
So
do
use
you
one
know
that's
that?
not a 1.
All right.
And if
So
that 1 is higher, count it. If it is lower, discard it.
17.
That scared me.
Okay, so
15.
you rolled the dice 4 times, and you took the
Yes.
3 highest number and added it together, getting a
Yes.
17. All right, write that down,
Yes.
and do that 5 more
Okay.
times, and then let your sister do it
Alright.
6 times.
Okay. I will do that, and then we write down these numbers.
Yep.
And I got 17. Okay, and then I roll. Oh, come back here.
GOP,
Sorry.
where's the
Yeah,
list
what's up?
of damage? Where's the list of in the player's handbook? Where's the damage list for the weapons?
Weapons. I don't have the book on me,
It's
but I
under
can look
equipment,
it up.
and there are charts
Yeah.
that show you. Most weapons most weapons are going to do about D6 or D8, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I was just trying to get the right thing.
What
Yeah,
kind of
it's
weapon?
in the equipment area, and there's a chart.
Okay, bye.
Wait a second, I saw something.
What
don't even
kind of
have-
weapon?
Scimitar.
5e stuff anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a D6.
3,
Used to be D8. They downgraded it.
14.
What? What was that?
Scimitar.
Scimitar.
Oh, yeah.
But they downgraded a lot of things.
Not on that list. Okay, next list.
You know what I'm hoping that'll happen for you old school D&D people. I'm kind of, I like 5th edition. It's a great introductory to role playing for people, and I think they should keep it. But what I'd like to see them do is what they did, 40 years ago, and bring in advanced D&D that gives you options
Mhm.
that can be put on top of 5th edition.
I just play advanced D&D. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
no, I
It's still
know.
pretty good.
It is.
It's
great.
not as easy though. It's not as. It's really not.
No,
that.
it's not. No, this is great. 5th edition is a great introductory RPG for sure. Yeah.
Lady,
Yeah,
by the
no,
way,
and I agree. Like, keep on. But I think they kind of do that with all the expansions. I mean, they just. They add
They are kind of
so
doing
much.
that. Yeah, no, in a way, yeah. But you know what I mean.
Okay, and I
Well,
do that
yeah,
for four
because
total.
I'm sorry. What was that, Amy?
Or do I do that for five total
You need
numbers?
six
Six.
numbers. You need six numbers.
Six. Oh, one,
So
two, three,
46, and you roll that 6 times.
you have 6 attribute scores.
Yes.
Yeah. So you roll the 46, you drop the lowest. If you have a 1 of any of those dice or multiple, you re-roll the ones for
Yeah,
that.
6 attribute scores. 3 for the Dwarven Kings. 3 for the Elf Lords.
It was
I
8
remember
for
right.
No,
Okay.
no, don't listen to Bill. He is a
Yeah,
troublemaker.
yeah, that's gonna confuse you. Honestly, I could show you. I could show you if you want in the actual dice roller app how we're doing it.
Okay, so I end up with at the end. I end up with 6 numbers total when I add them all together.
No.
Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
6.
you are gonna have six numbers in the end. So if you look over in the dice roller app, I can
Mhm.
kind of show you. So you rolled the 46.
okay, all right.
All right, let's see what I rolled. Wow, I rolled 2 ones. So I keep the 5 and the 4. The 2 ones that I rolled, I'm gonna re-roll those.
Mhm.
And so I got a 6 and a 3. So for this roll, I'm going to want to keep the 3 highest numbers. So basically the
Okay.
5, the 4, and the 6. So my total is going to be 15.
Okay, all right.
So those 3 numbers added together. So you're going to do that 6 times.
Okay, all right, got that. All right. So okay, so I wrote them all down, and now I put them in this. You can just start rolling, Lisa. Take notes. And so yeah, did you get that, Lisa? You roll this 6 times. You roll it 4 times and keep the 3 best ones. And if it's 1, you re-roll it anyway. You have something to take notes with?
Yeah, I'm
What?
working on it.
Oh, Melissa's rolling too. Fine, my brother died. I guess
All
you
right.
can. Okay,
Like
so
I said, you can use the digital dice roller if you need to, because it's got all
all right,
the.
well, yeah, if you would rather, okay. So I got the dice all rolled, and now I put them in. I think this goes in strength and dexterity and stuff.
Yes.
All right. So,
Okay.
if I recall correctly,
Yes.
paladins are what, wisdom, or are they charisma? Forget now.
charisma.
Both.
Um,
You gotta have a
I
13 in both at
think
least.
charisma or what was charisma for? Is that for their attack or is that for their
It's
For their spell casting.
spellcasting? So
Mm-hmm.
Then why
okay.
is mine like a 12 or like a 12 for that or something
Well,
like
yeah,
that?
because
because
you're not a
you're
paladin.
different. Yeah, you don't
Oh, I
base
gotcha. I'm
yourself
like, where?
off the same stuff.
Oh. Okay.
So, Chester,
Okay.
what is a
Alright.
paladin again? I'm trying
Maybe
to
I should just
remember
put
because
mine
I
on mute.
Alright, so
gotta pull it
okay.
up. Paladin.
So their charisma. And they need so their strength and charisma?
Let's see. So, I would say strength is pretty important because I mean paladins are going to be frontline fighters. So I would say your main ones that you're going to need are charisma for your spellcasting, strength for your hits, and your constitution for being able to be more beefy.
Mm. Now, what about dexterity? Doesn't that help you with defense?
Well, the thing is, if you're a paladin,
Mhm.
you're probably going to be running with heavy armor, and
Mhm.
paladins, if you're in heavy armor, you don't get a dex bonus to your defense. So you just get the number of the armor itself.
It's not as
Really?
important to your class as it would be to another.
Oh,
Yeah.
could you
If you were
wear
wearing
lighter armor?
if you were wearing like lighter armor, you could get more bonuses from your decks, but like medium armor is only going to give you like a +3 max. And if you're wearing light armor, it's going to be different. Like you're not going to get a limitation, but the armor is going to give you less. So probably if you're a paladin, usually it's like you want to do heavy armor, but it's up to you how you want to play.
Okay. All right. So, and then Constitution that gives you. That's not defense though. That's HP.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
gives you more HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
And saving throws and stuff. Basically, strength
Yeah.
is for lifting and combat, in melee combat. Dexterity is for jumping around, moving, and of course, range combat. Constitution is for your health. Intelligence is, well, intelligence. Wisdom is dealt with perceiving things, and charisma is your ability to interact and speak with people.
Okay. Or so I can get. Okay. Oh no. So what? Oh no. Sorry. So should I look up what the different kinds of armors are for
No,
different
don't worry
kinds
about
of?
that right now.
You'll start with it says you'll start with chainmail.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
laid out. You don't have to.
And chainmail is 16 AC. You get disadvantage on your stealth, and it is heavy armor.
Chainmail is?
Yeah,
Yes.
chainmail
Okay.
is considered heavy armor,
Yes.
and so it gives you an
Okay.
AC of 16.
Yep. Very nice.
16.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay. Does it get a good dexterity bonus, or does it get not a good
Nope,
dexterity?
heavy armor doesn't give you any dex bonus. So
No.
your AC is
Really?
16, and you have a disadvantage in your stealth rolls.
Yes. And
Okay.
until later, if you get magical chainmail or elven chainmail, those things
Yeah.
will. Yeah, but right now you don't have that. Yeah.
All right. So, I'm sorry. Armor rating of 16. That's like
Yep.
we've played a little bit of like season 0. So,
Mhm.
if you had an armor rating of like 16, you would be very dead all the time.
No,
Um.
that's not true in
So
this game. 16 is pretty good. Meaning I roll a
16.
20-sider, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a 16 or higher to hit you,
Oh, okay.
right?
That's not easy.
And that's
Oh,
not
okay.
easy. In this game, you don't get lots of pluses. You might get plus
Mm.
anywhere +2 to +5 is kind of what you're looking at max, right? So it's not like other games you can have like +10 or +15, or it's not like that. So
Unless you're a
16,
caster.
right?
Okay.
But 16 is pretty good actually. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Okay.
you could always, if you wanted to, get a shield and bump it up by 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay.
be a shield fighter and you'll have 18, and I won't be able to hit you hardly ever.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. All right,
hmm
so I've got so my highest number should probably be in my strength, and my second and third
Well,
highest should be in. Oh,
you're a
sorry.
paladin, so that's
Right.
not true.
Oh no.
Paladins definitely want some beefy physical abilities, but
Mm-hmm.
charisma and wisdom are also very important for a paladin,
Really.
because you're not just a warrior. You are a
Mm-hmm.
representative of your deity, right? Therefore,
Mm-hmm.
you speak publicly, you interact with people, you do charitable work. A paladin's a good guy, right?
You're the
Um,
voice of the party.
you are. So your charisma should be really good, and wisdom is necessary as well because you are a studied person, right?
Oh.
Now, of course, intelligence is up to you, but wisdom is necessary to understand God's mystery, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a warrior. A warrior, you can just dump everything. It just goes strength, dex, and con, and you're good. That's not
Mhm.
what your a paladin is much more complicated. So, um,
Really.
yeah, you
I would
definitely.
say. Oh, sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
I would say your 2 lowest rolls.
Mm-hmm.
What were your 2 lowest rolls?
I think I got a 12 and a 10.
Yeah, those go
Okay.
into intelligence and dexterity.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Put the 10
Your
in dex
highest.
and put the 12 in intelligence.
Oh, and you said you are a half elf, right?
Thought she said
Uh,
she was an elf.
an
Oh,
elf or
a full
half?
elf. A
Oh,
full elf.
oh,
Yeah, she's
Okay,
an elf.
because I got to look up because you get racial bonuses as
You
well
do.
for
Yep.
your. Yeah, so let me look up elf. What kind of elf, or did you
what
choose?
kind of elf?
Nah, just make
Oh,
her
Yeah.
high elf, dude.
All right,
I
I'll make
think
her a high elf.
Yeah.
I guess I can do some reading on that later if it
You can.
helps.
You can. Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not that big a deal. It's small, but
It just
you certainly could do some reading if you'd like. Player's
all right.
Handbook
Okay.
has everything you need.
Elf, high
Funny.
elf. I've got it right here.
All right. Lissa just wandered off.
Okay.
She left my phone. she's been making rolls, and I don't know where she went.
That's okay.
And
We'll focus on you.
Yeah.
All right. So,
She
put
gets
those.
+2 dex and +1 intelligence
There you
from
go.
her racial.
So make
thing.
your so that's going to make your dex 12. Which if you don't not wearing armor, it does give you a +1, but you are wearing armor, so it's irrelevant. And the +1 to your intelligence makes it a 13, which gives you +1 to any intelligent roll. So handy, right? So your character is above average intelligence and dexterity, and then the rest of your stats can go. But keep in mind, you need to have a pretty strong one in charisma, and then of course strength. I think those are the two next. The two highest should go in charisma and strength, I'd say.
okay,
Yeah.
charisma and strength. Okay,
Mhm.
so I've got best in strength and charisma, and then wisdom and constant. No, what does the bonus for wisdom do? That makes your spells
It
better,
gives
or gives
wi-
you more spells?
wisdom gives you pluses to your spells, and it
Mhm.
also gives you bonuses to any skill that is wisdom based.
Well, she's
Oh,
charisma based. If she's charisma
Is it
based, then it's
That's right, fifth edition's charisma. Yeah,
yeah. So she's not going to get a bonus to spells from wisdom, but there's a lot of great things that wisdom does.
yeah, it is handy.
It's basically like your ability to do perception, insights,
Versus-
against yeah. There's a ton of different things it's useful for, but it's
Okay.
also there's a lot of wisdom saving throws I think too. So
There are.
it's good to have higher wisdom from
Yes.
Oh,
that perspective.
Yeah. If
okay.
if I were choosing, I would
Mhm.
put a higher score in wisdom than constitution, but it's up to you.
Oh, okay. Because I think Constitution is just
Health and saving throws. Yeah.
health and saving throws. Okay. So it might be more fun to have because I think Wisdom is that the one it says next to it does animal handling and medicine.
Yeah, those are
It's part of
also
the skills
part of
attached
wisdom.
to it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And you said you wanted to do medicine, so wisdom is probably that's the reason why I suggested wisdom.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. So I can write all that down, and then the rest of it, I guess, I can figure out after. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no,
We've got another.
go ahead.
We have another game starting in about 8 minutes.
Oh,
So I think we need to jump. I'm sorry. Can
oh,
I?
it's okay.
But we've got the numbers world and we've got the basic stats. Is that
Yeah,
what
just read the
those stats
player's
are?
handbook. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can figure out the rest of it. I mean, I can. Oh, I really should get going. Yeah, but this is looking cool. There's a lot of information here.
There
Yeah.
is.
Well, there's the fast character. I put the link in there. It'll save you about 5 hours of your life if you want to use it. You could plug it. You could plug in. Yeah, you could plug in those numbers you just rolled into the homepage, and then click it to create a character. But just
Yeah.
look at the fields. It's
Oh,
a
really?
drop. It's a yeah. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
I
it's a
use a
pretty easy
convenient
site.
little app. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Yeah, I got a nice little app that does it for me. But
I have
yeah.
a pencil and an eraser and scrap
Mhm.
metal.
There you go.
Old school.
Uh,
All right. Well,
Nice.
you have fun at your other game, and best of luck. I hope you win.
Oh,
Yep,
sure. I
win.
hope you guys manage to take care of
Uh-huh.
these rats, or maybe convince them to move. That would be
Mhm.
good.
We're gonna kill
Don't,
Yeah,
We're
take
gonna
care of the
try to
rats.
kill 'em and eat 'em.
guys.
Maybe eat them up.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I don't know
All
if
right.
they
Serve 'em-
might.
Thank you,
serve 'em
girls.
as steak.
So, are you gonna
thanks.
you're gonna be here next week, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be here next week. We just have to finish up by a little after 10. Oh my gosh, we have 7 minutes now. Okay, so yeah, but I will see you then next. I don't know if we're playing on this game because we're kind of like every other week, so we might not be playing. We'll figure it out. But yes,
Oh,
see you.
what time zone? 10.
Oh, I'm
Are you
sorry,
supposed-
Eastern.
Oh, okay. That's what I was. All right. Yeah.
Right, time zones are a thing too. Okay,
Yeah.
so cool. All right. Well, we'll see you next week then. Good luck, guys. Don't get bit by any pony-sized rats. Okay, that would be bad.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna
have a good one.
TPK
Have a good night.
6-0.
Mhm.
She's
All
just
right.
gonna come back. We're all gonna be dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right, the classmates are gone. All right, so well, hopefully we'll have that solved by next week with that. But the rest of you guys are ready to go, so let's go. Now,
Mhm.
Bill is leading the way, and he goes into the right side, tunnel,
Badger.
the
Yeah.
Badger. And you
Yes.
Just the
guys, of
last name
course,
mushroom.
like I said, everyone's been in an apprenticeship, so you're not, you're amateurs, but you're not, right? You do have education. So now, Bill, as you come into this tunnel, now, what is your racial makeup?
Human.
You're a human. All right. So there is light from the room behind you, and you can see enough into this tunnel to see what I'm going to explain. But obviously, you'll need some kind of light source if you going forward, right? Um, now, you see dimly illuminated from the light in the cave behind you. There is a stone wall built across the tunnel. In this tunnel, you can easily move two abreast, maybe even three, but it's a bit tight shoulder to shoulder. And there's a stone wall that has been built all across the tunnel, ceiling to floor, wall to wall. But there is a pony-sized hole in it. Now, this and there's a very large stone, kind of bricks, stone blocks that are on the ground. Now, this area that you guys live in does have seismic activity. It's never so bad that buildings collapse or anything like that, but you do get it from time to time. And matter of fact, a couple of days ago there was a little shake. And like I said, everyone's kind of used to it here, and it's not cataclysmic. But you're assuming from the way that the stone have fallen, Bill, that the shake from a couple days ago is probably what caused it. But sure enough, these rats must have come through this hole. Um, the rest of you guys are coming up behind, and anybody who is half elf, or not human, you can see in low light conditions. So you
Mhm.
see the same thing he's seeing ahead of you. So let me just check real quick. Bill's playing a human. GOP is playing a
Half elf.
half elf. So you have low light vision, right?
Hmm.
I
I
think
do too.
orcs have low light vision. Yeah, humans are the only ones that are left out on that. An elf and then a gnome. So yeah, everyone is cool. So Bill, what do you want to do? You're on point. So
You said pony-sized hole?
yeah, I'm
It's
just saying.
literally like 3 feet tall.
Yeah,
The
there's
hole.
basically the right side has fallen down, although there are still a few stones still stuck in the mortar in the ceiling.
But essentially, there's a hole in the ground, 3 feet in diameter, roughly,
Yeah,
or
the
is it in
whole
the
right side of the wall has fallen down. Yeah.
the right side of the wall? I'm sorry, I was just location was okay. Well, let's say it's. I need to strike a torch. You all going to be all right with that?
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Is it? As you can see as well as I can, that these rats have evolved and they've excavated
Yeah.
and created a hole. No, maybe the quake has let these stones fall loose, or the shimmy we had just the other day. Uh, I can go
Well,
first, or it's. I guarantee you they're going to be in here. So, how about um, one of you brawny types take the lead?
I will pull out my shield and go first.
All right.
Yeah.
So you climb over the rubble into the tunnel below. It continues on beyond your vision.
While
we
he's
should
doing
probably
that,
do a
I'll
order.
strike the torch.
Yeah, give me a marching order.
I'll go first.
Okay. Um.
I'd put the
Let's
barbarian
see.
up front.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
So you're
I'll come in
following
Uh.
in the
behind those
cleric
two,
or
so
next to
I'll
the
be
cleric.
third.
Okay.
You can go two
I will.
abreast.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
Um,
have our front line be our heavies,
Hmm.
and then do you want like I can be in the middle with Lady and Bill if you want to take up the rear?
Okay, I agree to that quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very quickly.
The-
Badger is in the rear.
I
So
am a
okay, we got Badger, we got
daring.
Tater, we have Roland, we have I forget.
It's okay.
Mine?
You'll get it.
Samara?
Yeah.
Or
Samara.
Samara.
Samara,
Okay, I
like,
can remember that.
like
Samara.
SH, like
S8. It's like
Shamara.
Shamara.
My Sharama, something
Oh,
like that.
Shamara.
Just
Okay.
call her
Mama,
Mara.
My Shamara. Yeah, there
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna call her Mara.
Okay. And then lady's character, which I forget.
Is Brina.
Brina. I've been trying to write them down.
Yeah, no, I have to do that. You're asking me to be responsible. Great. So we got
I'm so sorry.
Roland and Shamara in the front. Now, Shamara, what kind of
hmm
weaponry do you use?
I have a great sword, hand axe, javelin.
Okay.
So
In this case, you would have your hand axe out because even though you can walk straight up, wielding a great sword in this tunnel would be
Right.
difficult. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How many hand axes do you have? One or two?
she should have two.
Oh, okay. I only have written down
Two.
one.
Okay. Cool. And Puffin, you have a shield, and what weapon do you wield?
Longsword. And
Long.
if I can switch between that and a great maul, which is
Oh no,
two-handed.
the long sword is challenging enough in this tight space, tightish space. What do you? Of course, I know that the archer is an archer. So, what about you, GOP? What are you wielding?
I've got a shield in one hand, and I have a my focus in the other hand.
I see. Yes, you're a warlock. And lady, what kind of weapon does your little gnome character wield?
Well, she does have a shield and a scimitar, but she leaves one hand free in case she has to snare something at first. Then she'll pull her weapon out if
Okay,
necessary.
fine. So you have a shield in front of you, and you have your hand free. All right, good. So you guys move forward in this order, and you're traveling down the tunnel, and you travel for about I'd say a good 100 yards, and the tunnel veers again. You can it wise off either to the right or to the left.
We're already going to the right, right?
You did take the right
We
tunnel.
done once.
Let's
Check
let's
for
take a look around. I'll do a perception roll.
Okay.
looking
Can I
for
assist
tracks
him?
and blood system.
I did
Yeah,
find I
because
do
we need
have
to look for droppings or blood. Is that what we're
Okay.
basically looking for?
I do have a +6. I figured now that I've got my character sheet done correctly.
Do assistance rolls work the same where we
They
can
add
give
plus
him?
one. Yeah.
Okay, +1.
If you succeed, you add +1 to his roll. Yep.
So my total is 10. He's
I
assisting,
could
so we had
do-
11.
Well, we got to see if he succeeds first, but yeah.
Right.
Oh,
So
I'm
I'm not sure
rolling
what
You can
you're-
too.
do it.
Okay.
My total would be 11 with assistance.
All right. So I am rolling too. All right.
Yes, you have to roll. Yeah.
Okay, and my bonus is, I believe, a +4. I'm just making sure before I roll. Yes, I do. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, that's enough to assist. Therefore, an 11. The blood trail that you had been looking at before, Bill, has petered out. There's no evidence of which way to go.
Okay, well, I'll flip a coin or when in doubt, go to the left.
We already went
No.
right once, but yeah, we can go left if you want. We're trusting you.
Oh,
To me.
well,
Yes.
you're all
We have your
No,
back
last
either way.
time we
So if
trusted
you mess
him, he was.
If you
it's a
mess up,
50-50 shot either way, so we'll
yeah, right.
All right, but we got your back either way.
okay.
Port or starboard.
We'll go to the left this time. Lead on, doughty cleric.
All right, you guys head to the left, and you travel maybe this time a little bit longer, 200 yards. And as you're traveling along, the tunnel is getting wider and taller. It's getting bigger as you go along. And you come up because everyone here has low light vision. You got a torch in the back, so there's plenty of light for you. And you come into a tunnel a small cavern. It's about twice as large as the little cave that he's using for cold storage. And you can see that there are three entrances heading out the back of this, little tunnels heading out that you can see. But there is a stream of water coming from the wall, and there's a pool of water down below. And there is you're getting into the glowing lichen area already, which is for anyone who has studied the Underdark, which I don't know if any of your characters have. That's pretty quick, right?
What
Uh,
what
so
say you that? Oh, go.
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what say is this odd fungus glowing? Any one of you know about this?
Don't touch it or you'll get a nasty itch.
Well, somebody should. Somebody's got a
Yeah.
high nature skill.
I
A
do.
little teeny plate person
I think I do.
and a big
Well-
woolly
Oh,
person.
the gnome would, right?
Yeah, the gnome would definitely be the person to go to with that.
+5 on roll.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
I'm wondering like what
Somebody
we're
hasn't
under.
cleared her thing.
You've got no bonuses to your nature, Danny. You're just
Oh,
'cause
okay. I
it's
thought I
an
had something
intelligence
like
stat.
that. Oh, okay. Yes, you're right.
22.
Holy moly!
Okay, no problem.
Oh,
Now,
That's only because I have a +5. So.
well,
Still,
yeah,
it's
but
17
still,
is a good roll.
It's way high enough anyway. Now, you know that this lichen is associated with the Underdark. The this isn't Faerun. It's not the Forgotten Realms, but we have Underdark here. Most campaigns worlds do. And you know that this kind of lichen is usually way deeper. It's this is because you're only 300 yards into the cavern system.
Yeah.
So it is bizarre. It shouldn't be here. It's too near the surface. But here it is. And this lichen is quite tasty in salad, actually. But it's just a luminous um, lichen, a
Edible
luminous moss,
fungi.
edible fungi. Yeah,
Edible fungi.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, should go over there, make sure there's no bugs on it, pick it, and pop it in her mouth. It's quite
Well,
tasty.
now you're on a ledge, like I said.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys
So
can
no,
continue on down into this small cavern.
She tells
Um,
you that's kind of strange, though. They're normally much deeper into caverns.
Are they
This is
coming
kinda
out to try to
weird.
come like from the like an earthquake or something like that? Do they come out? And then I'm wondering like where we're at underneath the
It's only
city.
been 3 days. This moss shouldn't grow this fast, then.
no, it's only been a
But-
couple days. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now keep in
It
mind,
had to come
What else
down
would
the
be
water
living in there?
stream.
Maybe.
well, keep in
Had to
mind
come
that
down-
Dolden did wall up the tunnel, and you're assuming the tunnel to the left that you didn't take is probably walled up too. You would assume. And many of the inhabitants of Iron Pass who have cave system directly under their places have probably done something similar. But the earthquake did drop the wall. But everyone give me perception rolls as you sit on this ledge and look down into this little Underdark paradise.
All right.
4.
I say maybe we should go back the other way.
Ooh, it's a 23.
Very nice.
Plenty.
Okay, where's mine?
Not
That was a 7.
yeah.
Okay, I guess mine's 17 then.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. So everybody succeeded. Everyone needed to recognize this. Everyone needed a 13, except for Bill, who needed a 15 because he's human. Yeah, I'm wondering, Bill, if we might want to make you not human.
Oh, Danny, just so you have a +5 to your.
If you think it's important, you think it'd be better for the game, then that's fine with me.
Yeah, because we might end up in darkness quite a bit in this campaign.
But do you mind if
I
we just do half elven, and
just
I'll
do
change?
that makes
I'll
sense.
make adjustments.
Yeah, just do that, please. I think that would be better. Yeah, just so we don't have to deal with this issue of one member
We can
of
always
the
just
party
bring a
can't
light
see
spell.
all the damn time. But you know what I mean. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I'm cool.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Now
I
I
just
think
wanted the extra. Can I keep my feet?
can you keep your
I
what?
don't
Keep
think
his
you get a
feet.
feet at
Did he
level
say
1.
feet?
You get a
Keep my
feat
feet.
from being a variant human.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. He wanted the feet. That's why
Yeah,
he was doing
we can always just have someone cast a light spell. Like it's
That's
not that
true.
big of a
It
deal.
is true.
Why,
You
is
can
It's
there a
do
just a
that,
big
right?
difference
question.
with your
It doesn't.
feet?
Yes or no? I don't care. It's up to you.
No, just
It's.
keep him as
But,
human. Just keep it as your initial vision. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway,
no.
everyone succeeded, and therefore you saw. Um, teeming around this small water source, this little pond in the cavern, you see a bunch of. They're not pony-sized. They're more like Saint Bernard-sized rats.
Was big one like the mama?
Um.
Okay.
How many?
You guys can make out 5.
We can make out 5.
What's the
Huh.
distance?
They are approximately maybe 30 feet below you. The ledge you're on does continue down into the cavern floor itself.
Right, and we can only see like 60 feet. Okay.
Right, but you
Have
can
they?
see.
No-
They're only 30 feet down, so you can see.
yeah,
Right.
have
Oh,
they
yeah.
noticed us?
Well,
No, they're just
duck.
rats milling around being rats.
Well, I say we give them a good scare, a little bit of a thumping, and scare them off, and they'll no longer bother the inn. Gold
As
pieces
far
are
as we know.
ours.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily. We can. What are we going to bring that one back and say it's been taken care of?
I say we
Well, I guess we should have proof, huh?
let's deal with them all right now, so that way they won't
Or are we
be able
just
to hurt anyone in the future.
Well, I could. We could. The rest of you have a bow. Don't see it. You all carrying
No.
I
bows.
I
I
let
have a
my
javelin, but
I let
that's
a
kind
little.
of
Oh, sorry.
no. Go ahead.
I was just saying I let a little bit of my warlock energy crackle in my hand for a second.
It's called Eldritch.
Mm.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying as a warlock,
Yeah,
like it's
Hmm.
eldritch.
he has the ultimate ranged weapon, actually.
Well, it seems like from here I could just start shooting, and if they run up, whack them on the
Then
head.
Yeah,
all right.
fair enough.
let's all
Or do you
ready
wanna-
I can,
for a sneak
Or do you
All
attack.
want
right.
to? Do you
or I
want
can
to sneak up on them
yeah,
first and jump them after I shoot them?
Okay.
All
They
right.
may
Let me go
scatter
ahead and
too.
make a let me make a roll for the rats.
Should we make a stealth roll as opposing?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how
Oh, I'm.
stealthy you're going to be, but
Well, who knows? But we'll all make our we'll everyone do a stealth roll. I got a +5.
That's something I'm good at.
So I'll roll my dice. What did I get?
What's the skull?
Why is mine? Oh, I rolled a 1.
you did roll a 1. Yeah.
Is that what the
No, that's
skull is means?
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
my yeah.
It's not a 20.
I got a 19.
12.
I
And then what do I have a
stumbled.
plus? What is this for? This is the stealth
This
thing?
is
Stealth.
a surprise, so just make a stealth roll.
Yeah, yours.
Okay, I rolled it. I had a 12. I think it says on there, and it says stealth is 3.
Yeah, so
I-
+3.
So 15. All right.
I
So
have a-
everyone does pretty well when in comparison to rats, but one of your members, as you guys are getting ready to make your sneak attack, for some reason, the demon thinks it's funny, or the devil, sorry, and you have this kind of tickle in the back of your nose, and you.
Achoo.
So therefore, rats see you and are running. So, initiative.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you idiot!
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I'm buying you a
Right
nose
luck
clip.
right now.
Is that a 10-sider or 6-sider or what?
No, you roll your d20 and you add your
Okay.
modifier for your initiative.
Yeah.
So
Which is the same as your dex,
low
right?
roll.
I
Yeah,
think so, yeah.
unless you have like a
Some
feat
feats,
that bumps it.
Oh, okay.
117.
I go last.
Well,
And
maybe,
you gotta
because I'm rolling for the rats, and the rats don't really have, they got They got like -1 to initiative, so I think you guys are
They're
pretty good.
bucking.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
5, so I'm last. Now, of course, the rats have movement anyway, so their entire, which I'm last, but their entire movement round is going to be double movement to head up the ledge and toward you. So all ranged people have a free round. Next round, we will
Excellent.
engage in melee combat. So anyone that has a
Mhm.
ranged attack may take it now. So let's start at the top. GOP.
Oh, I was at the top. I was pretty low, but that's fine.
Oh,
Get
I'm not
'em.
talking about that. I'm talking about
Get it,
as far as what I
GOP.
see on the thing. Yeah, go ahead.
On the live chat
Yeah,
thing.
okay, fair enough. All right, so I'm going to
Actually, that would be
hex
Bill. I apologize.
for my bonus action,
all
which
right.
I'll do first against one of the rats charging at me. And for hex, let me just make sure. I will give them a negative because I'm pretty sure like I can give them a negative in something. Okay, the target when you hit an attack. Also choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. I'm gonna give him disadvantage on We'll just do con saves for now. It doesn't really matter because I doubt anyone's gonna have anything with the save attached to it for right now, but we'll see. So con saves. It has a disadvantage, and I'm gonna roll my
Wait a minute.
Eldritch Blast attack.
Wait a
So
minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your roll.
yeah, okay. So roll the hits, and I have a +7. Gotcha.
Can
5,
you
6,
give him
7.
a disadvantage on dexterity?
I can. Sure, why
Yeah,
not?
do that.
All right. I rolled a 14.
All right, that's plenty enough.
Okay, and my damage is so it's going to be a D10, and I get to add my hex damage, so it's a D10 and a D6. Gotcha. D10, D6. Here we go. 6.
Okay, 6 points of damage to the Saint Bernard rat. Very good. It does let out a screech as it takes its damage, but it's not dead.
And I'm going to move back 30 feet if I
30
can.
feet. Well, okay. That you start moving, and then I'll explain something in a minute. Let's go through
Okay.
everybody else though. Bill.
Yes, I have my arrow knocked. I'll take aim. I'll say, I'll fire my special magic eldritch arrow. And I'll look over at the warlock. They named it Molly's Folly. And I'll let go and shoot. And I roll
Oh.
a 9.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough, sir.
Damn you,
Let's
Molly.
see here. Who is next?
How do bonus actions work? Is that every turn?
You
Is that-
do, as long as you have something you can use on it with the
Yeah,
bonus
sure.
action.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's every turn. Danny,
Mhm. All
do
right.
you
So
have a
what? I'm
ranged
gonna
weapon,
take
or
up.
are you just waiting?
I have a javelin, and I only have the hand axe, so I think I'm waiting.
You can throw
One
a
round,
javelin.
right?
Throw a javelin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's a 1d6 plus 5. So throw just the 6-sided one, right?
So you're gonna
Yeah, well,
roll.
you're-
Well, first you're gonna roll to hit, and you have a +5.
Now,
So
you do have a choice to make here, Danny.
Yes.
There are 5 of them coming up the ledge, right? One of them is already damaged by your brother. You can choose to attack that one or a fresh one. It's your choice.
And how badly is that one damaged?
Pretty badly.
Like,
more than
well,
half.
then maybe that. Well, then maybe I'll wait for. I'll go after a better, like a harder one, maybe,
Sure.
like
if you
a
like.
fresh one.
okay. Oh, you get a +7 to your attack. So roll a d20
Yeah, I have a
+7.
Oh, okay. Then what's the one before? Like right after that, I wrote down underneath. It says 1d6 plus 5. What is that
Yeah,
for?
that's your
Under the
actual
javelin?
damage.
That's your
So we're
damage.
rolling to see if you hit, and then if
I
you
get.
hit,
Okay.
you roll your damage.
Then the second part. Okay. Yes, I got
Yep.
I was already kind of hearing myself after I said it. So.
All right.
Then it's
Um,
plus
Alright, so
7.
21, and then
Yeah, no, you
I
did
would.
14 would have been enough by itself. You launch your javelin from your sinewy knotted orc arms, and
Yes.
you strike this rat, this Saint Bernard sized rat. And what kind of damage do you
Mm-hmm.
do?
All right. Let's see.
Roll a six
And
sided
don't forget to
plus
add your
5.
Yep.
pluses. So you have a +5,
Oh
yeah.
shoot. Well, +5, so 6
So
on your.
6. You hit the thing in its shoulder. The javelin buries deep. The thing lets out a shriek, and it's not happy, and it seems to pick up momentum.
Mm.
Yes. And let's see here, Puffin.
Hello.
Come on. Take him down.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. It is a cantrip that, unlike most attacks, it automatically hits unless the victim makes a dexterity save. If they make it, they take no damage. So, since he
Ooh.
has disadvantage on dexterity, he has to make a dex save with disadvantage. If he fails it, he takes 1d8 damage.
What's the DC?
It's just a dex.
Well, what's your spell save DC?
No idea. It's
All right,
I
it's
think it's plus my wisdom. It's like 10 plus something plus my wisdom.
10 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency, if I recall.
So I think
So
my proficiency is 2. Is that right?
yeah, your proficiency is 2. What's your bonus to your wisdom?
4. So it's 16.
Okay, yeah, 16.
I'm showing the rat you guys are fighting, by the way.
I see
Uh-huh.
it.
Where?
Is it
Ugly.
10 or is it?
Let me
Oh,
see.
look.
You can see in the
He's got a-
Discord, or you can see
He's
it
got
on
a big
YouTube.
smile.
He is smiley.
At least she's happy to see us.
Oh wow.
Oh, Grandma, what big teeth you have.
I could see why he took a
Alright.
chunk out of his arm.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah. Puffin.
Did he make his dex save?
Oh, he's got to make a dex save. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to roll to hit him. He just
And
makes a
I get
dex
you. I
save.
get you. Yeah. Let's see here.
Target 16.
It's no, it's 14. It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma.
Yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
It
Target.
succeeded.
Well, no, he has to make. He has
Disadvantage.
So he has to roll another
right.
one. Take the
Sure.
lowest.
So I failed.
All right, 1d8 damage is all.
Okay, do your damage.
6 damage.
Now, were you attacking
Nice.
one that's already been hit, or one that
Yes,
was
the
fresh?
one that's already been
The
hit.
one that I hexed.
You hexed. All right, you put 6 more damage on it, and what does the spell look like? What's it called?
Sacred Flame.
Oh,
So
okay, all right.
basically,
So basically, you hit it with this fire, and its fur goes up in flames, and it has a horrible stench, and it stumbles as it's running and falls off the ledge back into the cavern below, next to the little pond, twitching, dead.
good.
Lady.
Right. Let's see. Casting time, 1 action, range 90 feet.
Yep, no problem.
Does
What are you
it look
casting?
like I can? I'm entangled.
Okay. You want to do a fresh
Gra-
one or a damaged one?
what do you mean, fresh one?
There are 3 that have yet to be damaged at all, and there's one that has been heavily damaged by a barbarian's javelin.
Are they not
Yes.
all within a 20-foot square?
They're all in range. It's just, would you like to attack the one that has a javelin poking out of it, or would you like to attack one of the ones that has not yet to be hit at all?
I think
yeah.
she's talking about doing an AoE.
Oh, you're doing an AoE. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
don't
based?
have to- they have to.
Does that mean that she can hit like all of
They
them?
have
in
to
that
save
vicinity?
versus strength.
Okay.
Strength saves? Okay.
Yes. Or be restrained.
Yep, no problem. One
Woo!
definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not, that's bad for us.
Oh yeah.
Another one
Another
does.
good
Oh no.
Fail. And then the javelin one, fail. So the javelin, the one has javelin in him fails, and the other one next to him fails. The other 2 were just too far ahead of your spell, and they moved through it. So
Weeds and vines burst from the ground and entangle these creatures.
yes,
Okay.
So 2 of them are completely wrapped up, and 2 are charging in. Now, GOP, you move back, or no, who was it? GOP or Bill? I think it was GOP.
Yeah, I moved back
Um,
30 feet.
You moving back there, you don't make 30 feet because as you're moving back, give me your perception roll.
Okay, I know what's happening.
Something's coming up from behind.
Yeah, all right. This is gonna
Mama.
be,
Oogity.
4.
It's gonna be
Okay,
Mama.
so D20 plus 4. My rolls are trash tonight. That's a 6. I don't perceive anything.
So therefore, I get a sneak attack on you. Sure enough, as you're backing up, you bump into something fleshy, and hot breath is going down your neck because there's literally a pony-sized frickin' rat standing behind you, and it doesn't look happy as its eyes glow in the dark of the tunnel. And it gets a surprise attack on you. So let's see.
Nice.
Are we gonna kill the GOP?
Right, because I only have 9
Yeah.
HP to start. But I we'll see how much.
Mama's got a
how much.
+1 to her attack too.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh, I
No.
missed horribly. You noticed it just at the last second, and you duck away as she chomps down with her disease-ridden drool coming out of her saber-toothed mouth. All
Ooh,
right, back to
saber-tooth
the top.
mouth.
I do need to make a roll for Mama separately, so let me do that. All right, and Mama is actually does get pluses initiative. She's got a 10, so I think I'm going. I think everyone is before me except Lady. All right, so
I had a 19.
yeah,
So
no, Lady's the only one who rolled really low. So it goes all you guys, me, and then Lady. So new round. Now back to the top, and I'll start correctly this time with Bill. Now Bill, 2 of them are entangled. One of them, those 2, is injured. The other 2 are charging. Now they're going to be able to have a melee attack this round with their movement, but you can you can still shoot your bow if you'd like.
well, I think I've got the barbarian and the cleric between me and those and the druid.
But you hear a shriek coming out of Tater Boy behind you.
So I turn and fire at Tater
From
Boy.
Tater Boy.
First.
Wait, at me.
Well, until I realize it's not him screaming, but Mama Rat.
That's right.
And if she's engaged with him,
She
I would get.
She is.
I would be able to do the sneak attack.
Oh, you get advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, have advantage on that attack. So I'll do 2.
Now, Danny,
Two.
when they keep saying advantage and disadvantage, what that means is if you have advantage on a roll, you get to roll 2 d20s instead of 1 and take the higher. And if it's disadvantage, you roll 2 d20 and you take the lower. That's what this is.
How
I'll
do
take
you
the
know
nat
when-
20.
Yeah, he got a nat 20 on the hit.
Ooh, is that
Very
our
nice, the
advantage
first
20,
one.
but that's the first one. Bill gets 50 XP. Good for you, Bill.
Yeah, good job,
Oh,
Bill.
nice.
Wow.
Nice. Okay. So now with damage, it's is there any change to damage with that, or are you just dropping XP? Was that?
No, you.
Oh no,
you
no,
do
it's
double.
50 times your level and your first level, so it's just 50. But anytime
It's
you roll a 20
fantastic.
in the game, you get 50 times your level XP. It's just a standard yay bonus. And of course, you're going to do more damage with this roll anyway, right? So.
Well, yeah, I'll do a D6 plus 4 plus another D6 for
That's
the
double your
whatchamacallit.
dice. You don't double your bonuses, but you double the dice. That's right.
Well,
But you
the
don't-
second D, I'm doing 4d6 then because it's a nat 20, right? The sneak attack I only get once, so it's 3d6.
Yeah, no, you get your normal attack, your sneak attack, and because you get a 20, you get to double your attack. So that would be 3d6 plus whatever damage bonuses you have.
My regular modifier 4. Okay, so 3d6 4.
Yeah, which is pretty good. Roll high. 13. Ooh.
Right in the middle.
No,
But hey, that's
right in
all
the
right.
middle. But you launch your arrow, you spin, looking super cool. Super cool. The badger is cool.
Like if
And you let the short bow arrow loose, and it embeds itself deeply in her left eye, and she lets off this shrill screech. Everybody is aware that something is behind you now.
And I scream back in terror, though.
Okay. Now she is
Like,
badly damaged, but she's not dead. But yeah, she's definitely hurting. Very good. Do you want to make any kind of movement or just stand your ground?
how close am I to the 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 rats on either side of me?
Well, about equidistant, to be honest with you, about 20 feet either way.
Okay. Well, then I will stand my ground there in the middle and just next turn shoot at the best opportunity.
Sure, sure. GOP, you got a giant mama rat who is rather upset.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to readjust my hex onto the mama rat. I'll just keep with the dex
Sure.
negative, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. That's what I have. So
Right? Are you going to take a back? You got to back yourself up back toward Bill whilst doing it.
don't I? Do I get a penalty? Is that right? If I'm in melee and I'm using a spell
Well,
attack, a ranged
yes,
attack, or how does that work?
but you also by moving away, I get an attack of opportunity either way. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking
Um,
if you want to back up or just stay in melee.
I'm just wondering what's the negative if I were to stay in melee
Oh
and
no, I
attack.
get a free attack on you. That's what happens.
If I use my spell
Either way.
in melee range.
Yeah, because you're using spells and melee range, it gives me an attack of opportunity. Yep.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't give me a negative on my roll.
No,
All
it
right.
doesn't affect you at all. It just gives me an opportunity.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Unless
so
it's
he's hexed. And I'm
Now, if
gonna
you
use-
were
Yes.
grabbed or grappled or entangled, that would you would have a disadvantage, some kind of negative, right?
What was that, Bill?
I just tooted.
Oh, fair. That's
Nice.
perfect. So
All
go ahead
right.
and
What
make
was
your roll.
that? No.
Okay. D20 plus 7. That's a 14.
That's enough to hit her.
All right, and so I'm gonna roll it's a D10 plus a D6. Do. 8.
All right. Now, this attack is simultaneous with yours. So let me go ahead and make my attack. All right. What is your armor class?
It is an 18.
Okay, then I am nowhere near you. She tries to chomp at you, but you basically blow the front of her face off with
Ooh.
your blast. And she tried to chomp at you, but you took a step back and she drops dead with no sound, not even a whimper.
And
Although
now
the
I get
rats
temporary
behind you
HP.
are very enraged. Let's move along then. Danny, you got very
Yep.
angry rats coming at you.
All right. What's the closest one? The one I've already harmed, or
No, that one is trapped. There's a fresh one in your face. So
okay, we'll do that then. All right. So do the javelin.
Rolling in the face
Question
check.
no one. The what?
Rolling in the face check.
Yeah, in the face check.
now
right.
here's the thing, though, because you threw a javelin, and of course you have free action. You can draw your weapon. This ledge, you're in an open cavern now, so you can use your two-handed sword now.
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah, because let me ask you a question too. So the hand axes, I have two of them. They're both in your hand. Does that mean when I do attack, I actually get to do like a 2-time attack, or no?
Yes.
Yes, you can. You just get negatives the second one. The
So my
offhand
greatest
attack is,
one.
yeah.
So then my greatest one would maybe be this sword because I can have 5 feet away slashing
Oh yeah,
plus
no, the
7.
great sword is way better. Yeah, swing that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I do the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Add your plus.
Dang it. Plus
Okay.
7.
It's a plus 7, so a
You
22.
definitely hit.
You absolutely hit it. These things are actually flat AC. So, Mama wasn't, but she's dead. So go ahead and do your damage.
Okay. So
Mhm.
2d6. So do I just tap it
Yeah,
twice, maybe?
2d6, and you add plus 5 modifier.
Yep, just hit it twice and hit plus 5, and you're good.
Yep. All right. I got this. All right.
13.
There you go.
Now this is a normal rat, not a mama rat. So that is, even though it's fresh, they only have 10 hit points. So As it jumps in the air, rage filled in its eyes, it's going to get you for killing the mama. You literally cleave it in half.
I even just did the movements. That's
Poor Mother Ted.
Yeah, and
It's
you
like the
are.
slow motion move too, like in the
That's
you
right.
know as you go through, you see
Yes,
it like cut in half and the blood goes everywhere.
and
Yeah.
you are bathed in viscera, and the hind quarter bounces and falls off the ledge. The top half lands next to your feet, twitching.
And it's
Very
like,
good,
oh,
good
my
job,
God,
Danny.
it's nothing.
Alrighty,
Kick it a little
so
bit.
Puffin.
Hello.
So when this
Is
is
there
all said and
more?
done, do we get to like rip the like tooth out of the mama or something to
Yeah, sure.
prove that we
Yeah,
got it?
we'll harvest. Yeah, do whatever we can.
Crickets.
Okay, so
Puffin.
rude. Can you not hear me?
I can. Yes.
Okay. Hello. I'm here. I'm gonna.
Yes.
So how many are alive? How
There's
many are
one
left?
3.
charging right into your teeth, and there are 2 trapped by the little gnome's spell in front of you.
Well, those are my teeth, and I'd rather them not get like kicked in by some flippin' rat.
That'd be fair. Yeah.
So let's see here. I want to be like bad rat. No, and I'm gonna give it a roll a bonk check.
Okay. With your longsword, right? Go ahead.
Yep, longsword. That's
Uh,
only it.
that is for these guys enough
Okay, bonk, and
damage. 1d8 plus whatever strength bonuses you have. There you go. 4.
bonk.
This guy is fresh, so you do less than half. You definitely sink the sword in pretty well, but this thing is enraged, so it's coming at you, which is my turn. So we got one rat that's going to take a chomp at you, Puffin, and I got a 15.
My AC is 17.
There you go. So this thing actually does bite into the armor, however, but doesn't do any damage to you. The other 2 in the back, how long is your spell, lady?
Let me look. Concentration time up to 1 minute.
Okay. And what is their saving throw?
Versus strength.
So so let me make a roll for them.
See if they can get free.
Yep. Nope. And nope. All right. So, lady, go.
All right. Closest to me would be the one that Puffin's on, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. He's right in front of you.
Okay, gonna use the old scimitar.
So you go to enter combat. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a finesse weapon, if I recall. So that would be
Dexterity based. Yeah.
dex based.
Hang on. Let me see what the plus on dex are. 3.
And you always get +1. So.
So that's +4. Roll to hit.
Miss.
Hey, I miss. Okay, whoopsie daisy.
Well, if it's finesse, then you would have a +2, but it's still too low.
Yeah, no, it's too low. So, Bill, go ahead. Now you see the situation. Mama's dead. Roland is dealing with one, and there are 2 still trapped in the spell.
Is there
Well, no,
a
they're not
concern?
trapped because she dropped her concentration to attack with a scimitar, so they're actually getting loose as you speak.
You know,
Oh.
you can as long as you don't create a new concentration spell, you can keep concentrating.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's how the rule works.
You have
You
to make
can
a roll.
no, only if
no,
she's attacked.
Only
Yeah.
If she's
All right,
hit,
fine. Then
she
they're
has to make a
entangled.
roll.
So what do you want to do, Bill?
It's just rolling.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll pull out my arrow with the green fletching. That's I call lucky green arrow, and I fire.
Nice.
You just made that up on the spot.
He did.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm witty.
He's a
All right.
meditative.
Greeny. Oh, it's my bonus. I think it's a +20 20 to hit? No? Wait,
No,
where's
I
that?
Plus
doubt it.
20 to hit?
No. Wait, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong game. No, I have short bow plus 6 to hit. Okay. 3 and 3 equals 6. Roll in a 17.
Do your damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
you
since
get
that one's engaged with rolling, I would have advantage on that, but since I hit, I don't need to roll. I'll
well,
just.
you might critical, but
Oh, that is true, but let's not go back in time.
all right.
Going for.
Although you do get your sneak attack damage, I do believe.
Yeah, so that is a 2d6. 1, 2. Not 3. Dang it. I like picking up dice and throwing them, honestly, but whatever. Here we go. One more time. 2d6 plus 4. Okay.
All right. Your arrow
Oh.
embeds in its right shoulder all the way to the sheath, and the thing screeches and slumps on Roland's feet.
Huzzah, Roland! I have conquered your foe yet again.
Ugh. Hope it doesn't stain my boots.
GOP.
I hope not
I
either.
just picked the one I had.
It's hard to get
Okay.
rat crap out of your boots.
You would know.
There are two
I would.
entrapped in the druid spell a little bit further down the ledge.
All right,
20
I'm
feet.
going to. I will move my. Well, I'll kill the one that's already injured. Why not? So
Sure.
we can at least get that out of the fight.
Go ahead.
There you go. Go for the easy one, Warlock.
Right?
That's what the devil tells you, right?
Right. And I will move my hex over to it, so I get an extra, and I'll keep it on Dex. So
Yeah, just go
that'll
ahead.
be an extra
Make your roll.
D6.
I wonder
Yep.
though if you sold your soul, do you have any extra powers? Or are you just
12.
a dummy?
It's a hit.
A dummy that sold his soul.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you keep giving it to him.
Oh, No, I'm sorry. I messed that roll up. I did my extra D6 for my damage. That wasn't right. So that's a 9 plus. It's still a hit because I've got like
Yeah,
plus
you only
7.
need 10. These are just little rats.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
do your
will
damage,
roll my
please.
damage die. That's what I meant to do. Doo-doo. 10.
All right. That one, which was already damaged, is engulfed in. What color is your Eldritch Fire?
It's red with streaks of purple.
All right. So it's engulfed in that and giving out shrieks as it can't do anything and dies pitifully. Barbarian, you may
Mm-hmm.
charge the enemy that is entrapped and dispatch it.
All right.
Got him.
Cut him in half. Cut his head
Give
off.
him some bonk.
All right, home.
That's enough.
All
I know
right.
you get pluses, but it's
17.
enough. You only need a 10. Oh, nice.
Oh,
So the orc charges in and does an upswing, which we call a sun strike, and literally cleaves its head in half, and it drops dead. The spell dissipates as there is nothing living to longer hold it. You
Withering
guys have
away.
dispatched Dolan's rat trouble. As you guys are going about,
What did you say, lady?
what was that, Danny?
I thought I heard lady say something, and I was wondering what she said. I think she was being the.
Oh.
All right, so
No.
God.
That's all right.
as you guys are milling about, making sure you collecting evidence and maybe moving carcasses off the pathway, who goes down and checks the cabin floor?
I do.
Okay,
You go.
you go down and probably you're collecting some of the lichen.
Glowing
Why
moss,
not?
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Take it to daddy.
And you see in the little pond there are some small fish swimming about. They're not very large. They're only about maybe 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches in size. They're very little. They're pure white. And you find as you're looking around collecting lichen, you find a midden.
A what?
A midden.
A midden.
Like instead of a glove, you wear mittens?
No,
No, it sounds like you said mid-in. I don't know what
midden.
that is.
Yeah, it's a place that animals will defecate in. Animals don't
Oh,
don't
nice.
Poop
don't
pile.
defecate in their home directly. So it's basically the rat toilet.
Around that I can dig it where I don't have to stick my hand in it.
No,
you gotta go in deep if you want the prize.
We don't know if
All or
there's
nothing.
prizes in there or
You
not.
don't know, but you'll never know if you don't dig in.
Mm.
You know who will dig in?
This
The
sounds
orc.
shitty.
oh yeah, the orc will go in there, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, go work, go.
Okay, yeah. Well, do I think my arm's long enough?
Probably not. You need orcish help. This is true.
Hey,
Dang
sister,
it.
you got a minute?
Dang it. Sure, I'll dig it in there.
All right, you guys
I can
dig
do
through
it.
the midden, and sure enough, you come up with various bones of cave animals and things like that. But mainly, what you find is two objects. You find a small ruby, and you also find this very strange. It's broken, but this very strange looking dagger. It's the hilt is very weird looking, and like I said, the blade itself is broken off, so it's just the guard and the hilt. But you've never seen anything quite like it.
Hmm.
Maybe we can take it to our, what's her name? The blacksmith. See what she said.
Yes, indeed.
There was no,
Yeah.
yeah, Sinderi.
Wait, weren't they following behind us? Or
No,
they
she
stay
worked.
behind?
No, they were cleaning up the cold storage.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of back a ways.
Yeah, not so far. Obviously, you guys have proof. You have these two items, and of course, what Dolden needs to do is to rebuild the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Get
that's
some water out of my thing and like splash off her arm.
I wander over there and I'm like,
yeah, sure.
God, why do they smell so bad?
It was in water. You
I'll
probably
put it right
didn't
up by
smell
your
anything.
face.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's true.
Get away from me. Yeah.
How about the white fishies? Shall we do anything about the white fishies?
Sure.
Maybe the piranha.
Maybe. But you guys head back to Dolden, and
Yeah.
you tell him what happened and explain the situation. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, that quake a couple days ago. I guess I need to check on those things more often. Maybe I should rebuild the wall closer to my cold storage. I'll take care of it. Don't you kids worry about it. Good job, though. Good job." And he goes into his pouch and he pulls out and hands you guys a gold each. Now, keep in mind that's $50, right?
Okay.
Effectively, you each get one gold coin. And now, in game terms, food stuff and things like that, I'm going to, uh, just imagine it's real world as far as what costs would be. Now, weapons and stuff, I will adjust nothing because weapons are really expensive. Armor as well, right? So those things are pricey, right? Just simply because they are. But everything else is going to be more what you're used to day to day. So $50, that's $50. You could buy a new shirt or a couple of maybe a pair of pants or what have you. But
I just need
nevertheless,
to get this shit off my arm. That's all.
yeah. Well, she already cleaned it. The gnome
Oh,
already
okay.
took care of you, cleaned you up.
Oh, thank you.
Now you also have this gem, and you have the hilt. Now,
Yeah.
uh, keep in mind that you have a little gnome in the party, and her father is extremely knowledgeable about these kind of things. Her daddy Fezwin, she's a stinglepot after all, and she's a gnome, so she's drooling over the gem anyway. Just generally, when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
gnomes and gems, it's almost like well, it's an addiction.
I want the drug.
Yeah, you need that. You need that. But we'll pick up next week here as we continue, and we'll see what the party thinks about adventure because they just had a very successful one. No one is damaged, right?
No.
Not a single damage, and you're able to dispatch not 5 but 6 rats for our very first mission, as it should
And a
be.
mama.
And
Yep.
well, and the
Oh,
mama. That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, you did get the tooth, right? Or teeth?
Oh, sure. You guys collected anything you wanted to
Sure.
collect in that regard. You were
Oh,
not
good roads.
disturbed. Now, and we'll pick up to what the two objects might be next week. So, any questions?
I don't think so.
I think I'm good.
Sweet.
Oh, well, XP. Yeah.
Oh, I'll give you that, guys, offline. All right. So,
Um,
thank you all very much for coming in. We do appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys got to watch it after the fact, but we started out session 0 here, a new D&D run. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be very classic too. So for those of you who like that, but nevertheless, we'll see you next week. Later, everybody.
Peace.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.